Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Top of the morning, evening, afternoon. It is Sunday, January 21st. I don't know about anybody else, but it is getting chilly up in here.
It's 24 degrees here.
I know. I'm just saying, if you look, I know what you're gonna say because I used to make fun of people from Florida that said, "Oh God, you don't know what cold is. You don't know." That's what I would say. Now that I've been here for 3 years, I realize that 50 degrees, my fucking nipples cut my t-shirts.
Really?
Like it gets. My body is just like, this is not gonna work, man, because it gets. I don't look. Hold on now. Just hear me out before we get the show started. All right. Let me use my argument. Yesterday I was playing a game, right? My big window that you guys have all seen before upstairs. I'm sitting by it and I'm like, oh shit. Like my elbow was getting cold. And I'm like, wow, it is fucking cold in this corner. Right? So I look over and I touch the shades. Right? And I said, oh, damn, dude. Put my hand on the window. I said, what? So I go grab my FLIR. You know how cold my window was? Hold on now.
It's always nice
Watch
when you
this.
one up everybody.
Because they're not insulated windows. They're double paned, but they're not insulated. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, John. But they're not insulated. So you know what? Guess the temperature of my window. Just guess. Come
42.
on.
20.
Okay. That was close. 25 degrees, bro. Okay.
Wow.
I don't give a shit where you're at. 25 degrees is fucking cold, man. Like, that's below freezing temperature. Now I'm used to 70. I thought it was like 40. So I turn the heat on, right? And no matter what I do, first time I've ever turned my heat on, by the way, in 3 years. I turn the heat on and it smelled like burnt tacos. And then I was like, oh, it smells bad, but guess what? It feels good. So you kind of take one with the other. And I'm feeling it. And that window is just ice cold, bro. And up in this room was 54 degrees. That's cold in any house. 54? You got shorts on, you got your panties on, you ain't got no socks on. You just lounging. Bro, my boat didn't find them. It was fucking freezing. So I turned. What happened? Oh no. Oh. Did we lose each other? Are we back?
Good job.
You're
Okay,
moving.
it froze up for me. So anyway,
No.
I was just, there goes that noise again.
Yep, now we can hear it.
Now you can hear it. That's Jorn.
Yep.
Watch. Gone. Right? Dead silent. It's Jorn. And now it's back.
Oh, yeah, I'm loud now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is with Jorn. Do you have a high pass filter on? Or a low pass filter? Jorn?
Oh, no. I shouldn't have.
That's what I said. Tony sounds like a computer fan. Anyway, so it was ice cold, bro. But other than that, I mean, next week or this week coming up, I got 80 degrees. So back in the mix from 20 to 80.
We're going to have 45 next week.
Yes, nice. Sweet. So outside of the freezing block, you're just going to be into the, just wish. I tell you what, though, the Northeast and the summertime, you guys got it. You guys are gravy, man. You guys are good. You're good. So you just got to weather through the storm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys don't like that topic. All right, let's change. Let's change. I got something I want to talk about. Now, Matthew, I think you're the only one that heard this story. So I'm going to be interested to hear Jorn and Spades spin on this.
Nice.
Okay. You guys just moved down to Florida. Both of you. You got your own house. You love it here. You love the weather. You love the pool. You love all this. You're here for about a year. One of your neighbors move in. Your neighbor comes over. He invites himself. He knocks on the door, greets himself like how you're supposed to. Now, out of all the years that we've been here, we've had one set of people come to this house and welcome us to the neighborhood. That was these people. Fast forward.
Nice.
2 years. See how I could tell the story, Matthew? I got it, bro. 2
Yeah.
years. 2 years goes by, or a year goes by, and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm having some parties at the house. You want to come by and maybe have a couple drinks with us, And Bree tells me about it. I'm like, I'm not the partying type. I'll get down, I'll get fucked up for like 3 minutes, and then I'll just want to have some burgers and go to sleep.
I don't blame you.
So we tell the dude, or we don't respond. We don't respond. We just kind of let it slide. They're directly behind us. So if you guys have both been in my backyard, if you're looking at my backyard where the horseshoe pits are, or where the shed is, to the shed directly to the left. They knock down all those trees. They put up the fence, all that stuff, right? It's those people. The people from Brooklyn, New York. So, fast forward a year. Fast forward to last weekend. Or no, not even last weekend. Friday night. 9 o'clock. Hours. Can't touch this. Hours. 11 o'clock. I'm saying, is anybody gonna call the cops? Like, is anybody gonna call the cops? No, nobody. We're just everybody's jamming. Can't touch us. Oh my God, bro. So I'm like, let me just turn up the game that I'm playing in my ears. Now just hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. And Bree is at the bottom of the stairs. She says, Jay, would I be a JERK if I called the police? I said, for what? And I'm thinking she's going to call the cops on me. She's like, their music, Jay, it's so loud. So I'm like, let me see. So I pull up the camera. Sure enough, all the cameras around my house, all have audio. Woo! We're getting drunk! Yeah! Fucked up! Suck my dick! Look at my tits! Jump in the water! Woo! Hours of this. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to call the cops, because if I call the cops, I'm going to have to give my name, and I don't want to be a cop caller. I don't. So I'm like, I got to go over to her house. I don't want to go over to the house in the middle of a game. Let me call the cops. So I call the cops. I'm like, yo, what's up, man? First off, I put this on the record. You cannot call the cops from a Google Voice number. Try it. It rings busy every time. I don't know why. It's like they got some kind of thing that they know that's not a real person on the other end. Like, I got to set up whatever they have for spam callers, because I tried about 9 different Google numbers and every single one didn't work. So I was like, I guess I'll call the cops. I don't want to travel all the way over there. So I call the cops. I'm like, oh, yeah, you calling from the 386 number? Yeah. What's your name? Oh, shit. I said, well, I don't want you to go over to the house and say my name, right? Because this is my neighbor. Because I'm thinking in my head now, I should have called the cops. Because now the cops are going to want to be like, hey, the neighbor behind you is complaining, bro. So, great. Now he's going to be doing that shit every day for the rest of my life until he goes back to New York for the summer. So I was like, it's Jay. I'm like, what's your address? I don't want to give it out. I mean, it's not like he's got a lot of J's anyway. I don't want to give it out. It's now 12 o'clock. It's 12:15. I called them. I don't go to bed till like 1:32. 2 o'clock, I still hear it. Now it's faster. It's like faster and harder. It's like, it's 2 o'clock. Turn up the level, speed it up by 5%. And I was like, So I took Ambien and I fell asleep upstairs. And I rolled my ass back downstairs, fell asleep, didn't care. Bree wakes up in the morning. She's like, Jay, the cops never came. What do you mean? She's like, well, it went on till like 5 a.m. 5 a.m. So if the cops did go, right, they must have given them a warning. No, music never stopped from 12 to 5. Now these people are there's no DJ. No, there's a JBL party box is what there is.
It was a Buckethead. Okay.
So no, it was you go on your iPhone and you AirPlay your whatever you got on YouTube on your thing and then play it for everybody else. So I was like, okay. So the next morning I'm pissed off. As dudes, we don't like to get up. We don't want to wake up to bad news. Like I don't want to hear it. If I'm rolling out of bed, you're either sucking my dick or you're leaving me alone. Those are the two things. Don't say to me, oh, your socks are wet, or oh, there's dishes that need to be done. I will knock you the fuck out. Don't talk to me. So as soon as I get up, Bree's like, I don't know what to do. I said, fuck this shit. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna go over there right now and I'm gonna say something. So I get now it's a little chilly. You know, it's 51 degrees, but I got no shoes on and I go. I didn't think about this. I go through my backyard to go into their yard. And you can't because it's boxed in. In order for me to get to their house, I quite literally have to go a quarter mile down the road, and then about maybe maybe a little bit more. So almost 2 miles I got to walk to go to the house, which is crazy. I can't walk. I mean, I guess I could walk through someone's backyard.
E-bike.
Yeah, no. Either way, but I was pumped up. I'm ready to go right now. Right? Like I want to go fucking fight this dude because my wife is complaining she can't sleep. This bitch could sleep standing up in a fucking garage with cockroaches on her face. Don't tell me you can't sleep. So I was like, whatever. I go and I'm yelling on the top of my lungs, like at her, but not at her. It's loud enough where I'm addressing the concern to where he could hear it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not my fucking fault they were out here playing music till 5 a.m., you know? Like, I was... That's what I was doing, hoping that they would hear me. I didn't think that they stayed up till 5. It's only 9. They're probably still knocked out. I'm waking up the other neighbors. But no other neighbors called the cops. Let me get to the point. So I come back in the house. I'm like, all right, that's it. Next time this shit happens, I'm going over to the house. I said, Bree, you're coming with me. No, I'm not. Why not? Because I don't want to get beat up. I said, you know, with women today, women like Karens could get out of a car in the middle of nowhere, scream at somebody, and nothing's going to happen to them. A man, on the other hand, if a man gets out of a car to yell at another man, they're going to throw hands. So somewhere along the line, a hand is going to go up in the air. You know what I mean? Like, you might raise your hand to say something, and I take that as you're going to swing at me, so I might knock out your teeth. You know, so so I'm saying, okay. So I said to Brad, I said, what do the Suns look like? Now I'm starting to do all this investigative work. What do the Suns look like? I pull up their Facebook. I'm like, okay, I can beat the shit out of him just looking at him. He can't fight. I said, that guy's a faggot. I said, and that guy right there, he's got a beard, so he might be able to brawl a little bit. But wait, it looks like he's got a boyfriend. I can beat them both up. I said, let me see the daughters. One's a little pretty. I don't know if I want to hit that. But the other one, she looked like she already got hit by a stick, so I don't mind fighting that one too. And then look at the father, and the father's the biggest one of them all. He's kind of fucking jacked. Looks like he works on teeth and gives plastic implants. Like, he just looks like a guy that can fight, but also fix your face after he fights you. You know what I mean? Like, he's the guy that's going to give you the Botox injections. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go over there and say it. But all I'm thinking to myself, and then Bree hits me with this one. She's like, yeah, I was looking at the camera. There's like 25 people over there. Shit, now that changes it. My attitude before is I don't mind fighting 4 or 5 people. Now I got to go over there and fight 20. But do I really think that these people are going to argue? So my question to you guys is, if you were in my situation, now keep in mind, this is your neighbor forever. Do you A, call the cops again? Do you B, go over there and say something and risk pissing them off to make it louder? Or C, just ignore it?
I'm going with letter B.
You're going to go over there and say something.
I'm going to go say something, yeah.
What if he says, I'm not turning it down?
Then it's going to be a battle. Then
is it A now? Is it A or is it C at that point? You already did B.
No.
So now,
no. You play fire. You beat fire with fire. This.
Yeah, I was gonna play the most annoying sounds in the world on my speakers behind the house. I was gonna do all that, but now the cops are gonna come because my neighbors to the left of me are gonna hear me. They're gonna report it on me. Then I'm gonna say it's because of him, and then that's childish. Now I can get the noise complaint.
No, because when the cops come, you turn off your music and be like, "It's not me. It's next door." You see? That's it. Because when the cops show up, you shut off everything. And then they're going to still hear the music from the other guy. And they'll be like, it's not me, guys. It's the other guy.
I don't know about that. What about you, John? What do you think? What are you doing? You're passive. You probably ain't doing shit. You're probably C the whole way.
See?
Yeah, well. That's the problem. Because if you do A, right? Like if you do A and you keep calling the cops, and then the cop eventually tells him, listen, your neighbor behind you keeps complaining. That's going to be a nightmare. Anytime you do some shit that he don't like, he's going to call the cop. That's just going to be bad. It's going to be bad. So
he's going to do the same thing to you, and you do it to him. And then
that's just wish-wash back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel the next time that happens, I'm either going to throw. I wanted to put the drone up in the air and just record them. Just show them acting like a fucking fool. and then putting that on Facebook and tagging them.
Well,
These
so
are
I
these
gotta-
people throwing up in the food and eating hot dogs. This is them.
How often does that happen though?
Honestly, it doesn't really bother me. You know, sometimes I tap my foot to the beat. I'm like, oh shit, I like this sound. Oh, okay, this is nice. Bree's like, I'm trying to sleep over here. You could sleep in a bathtub, dripping wet with rice drizzled down your back. Don't tell me about sleeping. Bree gets cunty at night. You know, she can't take it out on me, so she takes it out on the neighbors.
But does it happen like once a week, or is it like once a month, or?
Towards the warmer times is probably every weekend, and it's loud, and it goes on forever. But you wonder, the person next to him is 90. The person next to that person is 78. So why did they not call the cops?
Because they took their hearing aids out.
Said exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Yeah, or they're deaf. But okay, then what about them across the street there? What about them? You understand? It's not like we're in the middle of nowhere. You have houses all over, and you had 20 people there. You didn't have my neighbor there. I know that. You didn't have Bob there, Mr. Shotgun on the pants, waiting for somebody to show up that ain't acting right on his driveway so you can blow off their fucking kneecaps. You didn't invite any of them, so I don't know. Nobody called the cops.
Maybe they're all waiting on somebody else to call the cops or somebody else to do something about it.
Yeah, but I called the cops and they did nothing. So that ain't gonna work. Next time I'm going over there. And I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna put the phone on the sidewalk, knock on the door, be mic'd up. Let's go. Let's get it.
That's
Have
why
Bree go there with a
think
shotgun.
because most people already know the cops aren't going to do anything, and I'm smart enough to realize I'm not gonna get my skull kicked in for loud music. That's not a risk I'm willing to take. So the cops aren't doing anything. You going over as two outcomes: either they'll respond to you and they'll lower it for a bit and then turn it up again.
Yeah, and see, that's the next issue you have is you said that they don't do anything. They do. There is noise ordinances, and if you do not abide by those, there's no jail time, really. I mean, you'd have to get caught 3 times, be belligerent. It's a misdemeanor. So, I don't know. It's just,
What was
a
the
shitty
maximum?
situation. What's
What
that?
was the max amount? Like $500 or something?
125, 250, $500. $500 misdemeanor. You could go to jail, but ain't gonna happen.
Same old.
You're not going to go to jail for playing music loud at night. They're not going to do that. They got
You
better
got a
things to
shitty lawyer if you're going to jail and you threw oranges at the judge or something. You know, you pulled a Larry Flint. There ain't no damn way you're going to jail. What are you in for? Raping. What are you in for? Murder. What about you? Vanilla Ice, man. 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 days in a row. Really? Good song. Yeah. Well, my neighbors didn't like it, but I'm here now. How much you in
It's a
for?
long
6
story.
months?
It's a long story. I had this playlist and it was on shuffle, and
They didn't like the song.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know. Anyway, whatever. That's what I dealt with this past weekend or Friday. Okay. So we got some content, yeah? We got some content. Let's go over this. This is the first one I get. So this is, I guess, where we get a little bit edgy. We kind of spruce it up. We find the videos on the internet and we talk about it. So let's get it. So this is the first one. Let's make sure that we are good to go here. Okay, I gotta fix this. Hold on. Ready? Let's get it.
Because I like meat and because we've grown up and evolved eating meat. And I feel like we should keep going that way.
Yeah, I know. I grew up that way too, bro.
agree.
But do you think that justifies doing that to animals?
Yeah, like
Chopping their head off?
me personally, I do it myself. I hunt, I spearfish, all right, and I do it sustainably, which I feel like we should all do. But just chill out, bro. just seriously.
I'm pretty chill.
Yeah, I know. But
So how do you think the animal feels about that though? Whether it go into a slaughterhouse or whether you shoot them in the head with your arrow?
I don't think they think much about it.
But do you not think they have a right to live like you do?
We're all made out of atoms and electrons anyway. I'm not vegan.
Why not?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did he say that animals have a right to live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see that now I'm
I
gonna
bet
spin
you
this.
he's vegan, and all he does is eat spinach and kale.
See, what I find interesting is that for all the soy and whatever they use as meat substitutes and everything the vegans eat, there are more critters killed than just a couple of cows the meat eaters kill.
All right, let's get into this. Is there any difference? Watch how I spin this. Is there any difference between a dog, a cat, or a flounder?
No.
They're all animals, right?
Right.
Okay. Now watch this. Some animals are smarter than others, yeah? See,
Correct.
I would love to
Correct.
have a conversation with this guy. Some animals are smarter than others. Some dolphins are smarter than, let's say, a crab, right? Because they end up in a pot quicker. So you have these animals that are smarter than others. Do you feel that your dog feels like he has a right to live?
Nope.
The right to live.
No.
No, right? No.
No.
Do they really know the difference between life and death? Like, do they think that's the question? Do they think that?
No.
Okay,
They don't.
we're sure about this.
All they do is the
We're
basic
not
instinct
guessing.
of survival.
We're sure.
No. I'm pretty
Right,
sure.
but that's because animals only know about basic instinct of survival.
Right.
If
So
they're
they're
dead,
not
they
worried about having PTSD for seeing his
Right.
buddy get ate
Right.
by the lobster.
Not
like he's
stressed
not.
either.
He's not. He's not like the fish is not stressed out because he saw one of his babies get eaten by an octopus. Oh my God! I don't know what I'm gonna do with my babies. You might learn and say I'm not gonna have my babies around this shark infested water. Now I go over here into this cave. But animals don't believe in that, right? Okay, great. Good
No, I
argument.
think contemplating your own mortality is a purely human thing. No.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think animals do that. I think that animals know when they're dying. We know that, right? They show signs of that. Cats will run away. They want to die in peace. They don't want to be around you, which is extremely respectable of an animal. Like, I know I'm gonna stink to high heaven in about 5 days. So let me get the fuck out of your hair before I die underneath a dresser and you can't find me. That's nice. I mean, that is a thoughtful. That almost makes me want to have a cat. That makes me want to have a cat because if you're gonna die, I don't have to deal with you. You deal with you. Go jump over the fence onto that guy's speaker and die on the top of his Lonnie, so he has to smell your funky ass, and then we'll play music
if only
outside.
Humans did that.
Right now, right. Okay, so let's go back to that. Eating meat versus vegan. What was he? A vegetarian or a vegan?
No, he said vegan, I think.
Vegan. Okay.
Vegan.
Okay. Wow. So that's even worse, right? Because
Yes.
vegan is no. Well,
No,
yeah.
milk
Vegan.
is
No,
just meat.
vegetarian. No, vegetarian is the worst. That's where you can't have any. All you
No,
eat is vegetables. No.
No,
Vegan,
vegans
you're
were-
right. Vegan is worse. That's no milk, no eggs, nothing that comes from an animal.
Is that the same thing, or is vegetarian only vegetables and they can eat animal products? Right, that's
Yes,
right.
no
Vegetarian can have milk, can have honey, got no
Right.
actual meat. Okay, and a vegan is just
Vegan-
next level.
the-
I want things made out of paper cups and paper clips,
Right.
grounded to a fine powder, and make a burger out of that. Got it. Okay,
Vegan-
so
Vegans say that they can't have anything with a face on it. That's why they can have plants, because plants don't have a face. That's their.
but they have
argument.
feelings, right? But a plant
Yeah.
has feelings. This has
I
been
don't know.
proven. But this is proven. It is proven that plants react to certain moods, certain insects are
care about
bothering them. They release certain chemicals. They have feelings. They have emotions.
They don't care. Vegans don't care.
Okay, that's fine.
Even
That's fine.
reacts
Maybe
on
you
it
should
with
just
music.
eat dirt. See if dirt has a feeling. So if the argument is that an animal with the idea of a right to live, I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm also the same guy that if I have an animal that needs $10,000 worth of surgery, that's a wrap, Jack. I don't give a shit how much I love that dog. It's gotta go. Who's with me? I'm all alone. I know you are, Matthew. You love dogs too, but guess what? You gonna cost me my bank account?
Nope. 10K is 10K.
There's a
man.
puppy pound right down the road. Whatever. Hey,
If there's 10K wrong with the dog, it's
even if it's 5K, bro. Even at 5K,
Nope.
If you got a dog that costs you $50, and let's do some math. Let's do a little math. Your dog costs you $50. To fix your dog, to maybe give it 6 months, is $2,500. How about this? How about you call me over to your house? You give me $2,500. I'll say a couple prayers. I'll teach him some tricks. And we'll see what happens. I don't see how you can't. Nobody can guarantee. With a human, that's different, right? Human lives are precious. Animals, I look at all animals as food. All of them. Cockroaches, that's an insect. But name it. It's all. What else is it here for? What else is it here for?
To help you or to eat.
Yep.
I mean, if you look at dogs in a traditional sense, they weren't really companions. If you look at what they were either working or guarding. It's man that said, let me make this thing into the size of a teacup and put this on my lap because I have no friends. Right? That's man-made. That's not natural. You don't have little fucking pom-pom dogs walking around in the wild. You know how quick a falcon would pick that up? Like a cotton ball and eat it?
That's for breakfast. That's breakfast for the
That's
falcon.
what I'm saying. Look, I love animals, but there's a line where you're like, yo, 10 grand, 5 grand. But see, people do that even with their cats, man. Did you know there's people that get surgeries on fish? On fish, bro.
Shut up. No.
Isn't that deep?
How do you do a
frying?
surgery on a fish?
Look it up, bro.
Do they do it underwater?
Look it up, bro. I can't make this shit up. Like they like spade a
Like
fish.
Goldfish.
But it's in water, right? Like they
I
put their
don't
hands
know,
in
bro. I've never made it that far. Okay, I didn't start venturing down that area. This fish has got a tumor. How do we fix it? I guess if it's like a koi fish and it's
Fillet
supposed to
it.
be 50 years old, I don't know. How do you give it pills?
At least,
They just switch it. They
at
probably
least you
switch
don't
it.
have to give him. At least you don't have to give him hip or knee surgery. That's a bonus.
Yeah, you just got
It's a
dorsal
5K reflex.
dorsal surgery. He's got a bad back. He's got scoliosis. He swims like a spiral.
In a circle all the time. I mean,
What the fuck is wrong with this fish? He was good. Must have sat down too much. His back is thrown out. I don't know. I like animals, but to me, I never understood the idea of vegan unless, of course, I do think there are some exceptions. If you have a medical condition to where you can't process certain meats, like my son's ex-girlfriend was like that, skinny as shit, but it's because her stomach could not digest the proteins that was in meat. Like in any meat. Fish, she was okay, but meat, that was, you got to chew.
red-
No good. No good. And that's different. You don't have a choice. You're not doing it to be a tool. Yeah, and when's the last time you guys looked at a fucking menu in a restaurant? You ever look? All the little different symbols and shit? You feel like you're playing like Monopoly? It's like this
This is
one's got
gluten-free.
4 houses on it. Yeah, you got that G, and then you got a little arrow where it's got a point on it. That means they shot that. I don't know. There's all these different. You got to look at the legend in the corner to figure out how this was. How did they get this?
Yeah.
It's a net.
do you?
I'm not being
you
funny. Like
No.
it's-
It's like, do you have gluten free, nut free,
Sugar-free?
lactose-free, sugar
sugar
free,
free. Yep.
low fat, ice cream?
I just
free,
remember
please?
you would get a menu. It would say steak, $14.99. That's it. Now there's like all these different diagrams. Like,
But that's
okay,
because everybody's allergic to everything now. That's why. That's the problem.
But why was nobody allergic to shit fucking 15 years ago?
Well, because they'll tell you, they'll sit there and say, it's because we didn't know about it back then. And now that we know about it, then people are allergic to it.
I call bullshit, Spade, because I don't think half of the people that go into a restaurant like, oh, but is it gluten free or is it this or they're not even allergic. It's just to be interesting because the rest does it.
I agree. Because you can't just say that ailment, what is it called? The gluten, what is it? Where you're hypersensitive to it. There is this thing for it though. Shit. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just say that you can't have gluten, okay? So how would that not be around and then all of a sudden half the population has got it? Was someone dropping
It's
gluten bombs?
contagious.
Yep. Nope.
A lot of people
Okay.
are saying that it's because we've modified so many things, like we've modified the way things grow and everything, that it is a side effect of how these things are happening. That's why we're allergic to things, because of the mass production of everything.
I don't agree
Okay,
with
but
that. I think that's
if,
horseshit.
if the numbers are rising now, that will mean the next generation that gets born, and you started off with the new improved food that we altered so much, that dietary system wouldn't have any issues because its starting point is
That's
the
right.
new altered food. And you still have new people coming into this world with gluten allergy. It's
That's what I'm
not
saying. You
transferable.
wouldn't have, like, let's just, using your example, Jordan, let's just say you eat meat all the time. You just can't come up with gluten allergy out of nowhere. Your body, okay. I think what Matthew
Unless
said is
I've-
accurate. That people just want to be fucking cool. And they just, I am allergic to carbohydrates. Then why are you 525 pounds? If you are allergic to carbohydrates, how did you get the way that you are? Oh, because I ate them. So you're not allergic. You just don't do shit. And you're a fat piece of shit. Right, got it. Okay. That's all you gotta say.
You should don't. I should
I would
only
also
do
have no
vegan
customers
waffles.
if I was a restaurant. I'm just saying.
You also have to
I got three
realize
things
some
on this
people
menu. I got 3 things on this menu. You ready? Potatoes, steak, and fish. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no vegetables. It's just you got a plate with a piece of meat. Do you have any gluten option? Yeah, it's right next to the front door. You see it? Right next to the hostess? It's out there on the balcony.
Just because you have a gluten allergy doesn't mean you can't have steak. Gluten is just, from wheat products and stuff, isn't it?
You're missing the point. It doesn't matter. Is that they're adding things that are gluten free. That
Okay, got it.
if
Okay.
people didn't have those problems, we grew up with pills that did not have safety child poppers on it. We grew up with bleach that your mom would leave on the counter that had a regular twist cap. We didn't fucking
And you knew
die.
not
We
to-
didn't end up
yeah.
with allergies, right? You just weathered. I drank ammonia when I was a kid, and I made it. I survived ammonia, not pneumonia. Ammonia. That should be a shirt, and I did fine. People ate paint chips. And that had lead in it. We made it. Today, you can't even get a kid a fucking lead pencil.
I don't think most people baby-proofed the house as well. So
Nah.
like, no.
No.
Yeah, if you
The
touch
problem
house-
is people aren't going out, bro. They're not going outside. They're not getting dirty. They're not scraping up their fucking knees. You're just sitting home, bro. You're just sitting home. So you're not building up any type of allergens or any type of immunity. You gotta do what Dwight Schrute said in The Office. You have a bowl with some dirt and some fecal matter in it, and every time you walk past it, you wash your hands with that, and then now
Good to go.
now you shouldn't be worried about getting any type of sick. I don't know,
But
man.
you also have to look at it. Maybe those people need those type of allergies to actually fill the hole they have, like a lack of personality. The same where people now grab their sexuality as a personality trait. If you don't have anything to talk about, at least you have the allergy you can talk about at the dinner table.
Right.
Maybe that's it.
Right.
Maybe that's it.
Because
People
all
tend-
vegans do is go around telling people, I'm vegan, I can't eat meat, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's all they do. Jordan is right. They make it their personality. Like, I am the vegan person. I can't do this.
I wish
Yeah, then-
I could be so cold-blooded and eat that steak, but unfortunately, I care about animals.
The argument is simple, right? You look at our teeth structure. Look at our teeth structure. You can't deny that.
Nope.
It's
We're
designed to rip. That's what
Yep.
it. Look, you could tell me
We got
whatever you
canines
want.
for a reason.
You know those super sharp things that you grind and you mash? Yeah. Okay, we have more what? Omnivore, because you could do both. But
Right.
well, our front teeth are typically canines and grinders and rippers. So
And if you look at the acid in your stomach, the enzymes it can break down and everything, we are supposed to eat meat. And we're supposed to eat more meat than we eat vegetables.
see, I don't know about that because now you have a cholesterol problem.
Yeah, but back then people died anyway. It didn't matter. The dinosaurs were going to eat them anyway. So
Yeah,
they
that's proven. The meat hasn't changed, right? Obviously, aside from it being manufactured, if you will, right? Full of hormones, whatever, manufactured. So it's still not really going to change too much of the meat. Otherwise, it wouldn't be approved for eating. I would at least hope so, unless there's some under the table USDA money. Hey, this meat's got some shit in it. Just let us sell it. I doubt that. But you look at that, and this is proven that the more meat you eat, the more saturated fats you're having. The more saturated fats, the more clogged arteries. But at the same time, people were more active, right? You had cavemen going out and hunting shit. So all that shit, all those fat fats, those are gone, bro. Oh, they're gone. Your body is taking shit from everywhere. So
some people
laziness,
say that's how we evolved, even because we could by eating fatty food, so the meat, the marrow, and the fat, it helped our brains. It gave us enough power, and it gave us enough to evolve the brain.
Sure.
So if we wouldn't have done the meat thing and stayed with bananas, we'd still be hanging out with our cousins in the three, probably. So
bone marrow is awesome. Oh, now I got to go get steak today. Thanks a lot, guys.
Oh, you like beef marrow? Ooh.
You've never had you've tried it or
I've
not?
had it. Yeah.
I
can do chicken. I like chicken.
I've never had the chicken marrow.
Yeah, chicken marrow. Yeah, crack a drumstick, let it dry out, eat it. Yeah. You
done
know what we
that.
had the other day? I've never had these. I've had them once when I was young, but never since. We had lamb ribs.
Lamb ribs are nice. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know how people are vegan. I don't know, because when that shit hits my tongue,
I don't get it.
bro, I got nothing. You can't tell me that your seaweed tastes anything like this chicken cutlet. I'm
I don't
sorry.
But that's the
understand
thing, though, Jay.
argument either.
If you look at everything that these vegans do, they're eating processed stuff that has flavoring like beef, like chicken. So isn't that like, you're going against what you're saying? Like if
Have you had a
go-
turkey burger? Have you had a turkey burger?
Yeah, I've had a turkey burger.
If it's done
Why-
right, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'd rather a beef burger, but again, a vegan won't eat a turkey burger either. They'll eat a.
Why even go to the trouble of calling it fake meat or whatever, or making it look like meat? If it's tofu, it's tofu. If you're against eating meat, it shouldn't look like a hamburger or
I
whatever.
never liked to meat eat.
No. Me neither.
Meat eat is that. I'll meet a drink,
No.
but not eat. No.
In the afternoon, maybe.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
also-
don't. Go ahead.
There's also a common thing with I've noticed, like, why is it only the vegans that go out and protest the people that eat a steak? Why is it only the woke people that go protest? Like, we're not going outside and go to the vegan guy. You have to eat meat because you're a plant killer. We're not the people going to the woke people.
I
and
showed
like,
you that guy,
We're
right?
straight. You should be straight as well.
I showed you the guy where he talks about the meat and he's arguing with the vegetarian.
Is it a farmer?
Hold on.
That's what I'm going to go do now. I'm going to stand in front of a vegan restaurant and say, "We eat meat. We eat meat."
Same with faith.
Oh yeah, we've
That
seen
one,
this.
yep.
Video.
Salad's totally grossing me out. I've completely lost my appetite. How long have you been a meat eater for? I only eat meat. I'm going to the Meat Stock Flesh Festival. Are you going? Yeah, I want the tofu spring rolls, except I don't eat tofu, so do you have like a tofu flavored chicken you can substitute in for me? It's not that vegetable eaters are bad people, it's just that they're terrible people. This sausage is a meat-based vegetable substitute for cucumber. It's got the taste and the texture of an actual cucumber, with none of the cucumber. Eating plants makes your body way too alkaline, which will definitely kill you. Do you really want that? All you need is some meat to be healthy and thrive. You get everything you need from meat. Beef is loaded with carbs. Orcas are even more spiritually evolved than humans, and they only eat seal meat. So that means humans should only eat meat because it's the most spiritually evolved diet because of orcas. Plants give off oxygen. Why would you eat them? Do you even know how dangerous deer are when you're driving your car? If you don't kill and eat deer first, you basically want people to get into car accidents. The world's a much safer place if we eat the animals that could eat us. Broccoli? That's what my food eats. That's my food's food, and I don't appreciate you eating that. You should eat Siberian tigers to help them go extinct. It makes it so that they can live on through you and your children for generations to come. The best chance for the survival of their species is for us to kill and eat them. That coconut was going to grow into a palm tree. Why would you eat that? I could never eat plants that are raised in crowded farms and inhumane living conditions with less than 1 square inch of space per stalk, stuck in the soil against their will. Have you ever thought about going meat eater to help save the planet? Or do you just not care about the earth? Have you seen the Calespiracy documentary? You gotta see it. It's so heartbreaking seeing how all the plants are killed and the deforestation from the plant farming and unsustainable farming practices. Kale farming is the #1 destroyer of the environment. Once you see it, you'll never eat plants again.
As he redundantly repeated his emotionally charged nutritional opinions at me, I was instantly convinced to become a meat eater.
JP was the most illogical, condescending person I've ever met.
Saying something like that's just a symptom of being overly alkaline. It just makes you mean and you can't think straight. So that you can be a less terrible person, be sure to subscribe to my carnivorous.
The best part about all this is that he does it with such a straight face when he's talking, and it just makes it even funnier.
That is 7 years old. I remember watching that. That's a good one.
Great.
Good job.
Oh, man.
But it is true. I mean, in the sense, he ridicules it, but it's something with those people, and of course that's more the leftist people. They feel the urge to convince the other side.
That's always the same thing, though. That's with any field. That's always with a minority. It's always with a minority. You understand? It's never on the right side. You'll always hear someone, you have to accept my pronouns. You're a minority. You have to accept my veganism, and you have to try it as well. That's a minority.
We do. But I don't see why, if I just accept you, why do I need to change? Why do I also have to be?
Because
like
your
you?
way is
Why
wrong.
But who says
It's all a matter of opinion.
But that's the argument. Is your way is wrong. The animals have feelings.
True.
So
but
do
if
plants.
my way is wrong, why can't I do it my way? Why do you feel the urge to save me? Why am I so valuable? Why do you go after me?
Maybe
Why do you
because
wanna
they're
convert me?
maybe if it's a friend, it might be different because that friend cares about your health and they're trying to get you on the right path. But most of the people that are going to try to convince you don't know you from a hole in the wall. They're just trying to tell you have to accept, my opinions, and my opinions are right and yours are wrong.
Well, but
I live in
the
the
friend I
country.
could see, the friend I could see, if you're like your friend is morbidly obese or something, and you want him to go on a vegetable diet because then he's gonna lose weight and everything. But if he's just a normal guy with normal weight and he's healthy,
It comes down, then it's a medical reason, and then it's not an ideology. It's for your own well-being. This is purely, everything you ridiculed is people pushing it to other people, meat eaters, as an ideology. I don't do it because my morals are higher than yours, and I don't.
Do you realize how much overpopulation we would have of animals if we did not eat meat?
Oh.
yeah. But then the argument is, we would breed less cows because nobody.
That's
would-
fine, but then in the wild, you'd have more accidents. You'd have more deer. That's true. That's why there's certain seasons, even in Jersey, where they not implore you, but they kind of promote you to go kill some deer. you gotta nip it in the bud somehow. You killed deforestation, right? Let's get into it. Human beings created houses. Okay, unless you live in a stick house somewhere, but deer are going to be scared to go around that because now you're building on the property. So let's look at it for real. You knock down all these woods. So you build all these houses where those woods used to be. Now there's a little bit of woods there. So where do the deer go? They go to that condensed area. Okay, so they see each other a lot quicker. They knock the boots a whole lot quicker. And now you have deer that are all by over those houses. So you kind of have to. There has to be a happy medium to slaughter them to stop people from getting into accidents.
And a safer environment, right? I would like to think we as human beings have eliminated most dangerous animals.
Right.
In that sense.
In the wild, yeah. In the wild, yeah. Sure. Well, you do got alligators just kind of fucking walking around, but
But that's why they have like
More like
hunting
a pet.
season is specific dates, right? Because hunting season usually starts around, at least up
That's a-
here.
that's a-
it
that's a-
usually happens during Thanksgiving, around that area, like in the November, late October-ish area. That's where they tell you can only go hunting, and you can only kill a certain age.
yeah, I
like
was
if-
thinking what animals are apex predators in the wild. You do have mountain lions in the Northeast. You do have bears.
They tell
you
you
do have
coyotes open
crocodiles.
season. Open season.
Yeah.
Coyote. Anytime in
I
the
mean,
what-
you just fucking kick it, bro.
And what happens if you take out the apex predators in an area?
Well, bears are typically only they have fish and they're like pescatarians. Fish and I don't think they actually
Salmon.
eat meat.
Yeah, bears eat meat, but they're more opportunistic about it.
Yeah.
If they find a carcass from
They're not
something, they'll
real
eat meat
hunters.
as well.
Yeah, but I don't think they hunt it though. I don't think they. I
No, they
don't
don't
think so.
If they find it, they'll eat
fish,
it.
100%.
Yeah, fish they
I don't-
swat. Yeah, but I mean, mountain lions will eat meat, and
Oh,
you know
yeah.
that'll attack a person.
And hunt.
They're all over in the Northeast, but they kind of keep to themselves. You know, you're not walking around and a mountain lion's not going to come after you. It might, but we do have apex predators that are in the woods or in the water in Florida. But at the same time, you kind of mind your own business. But same time, you eat these. You can eat. I don't know if you can have mountain lion steak, but I've had bear and I've had alligator, and I think they're delicious.
Mm.
I think they're phenomenal.
Haven't had bear. Huh.
A bear burger, really good.
Oh. Okay. Haven't had that.
It's good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to side with the vegan. I think it's a silly argument that you have to go vegan or you need to.
Well, I'm more of the mindset that I'm convinced that we're balanced or more leaning to meat. So I can see the omnivore thing that you kind of need a couple of vegetables.
You do
in
need
there.
vegetables. That's
Clear as
you
like
had hunters, you had gatherers. No matter how far you
Yeah.
go back, you do need other sustenance aside from just meat. 100%. 100%.
That's it. If you look, I have a couple of vegans in the family, not direct family, more like far cousins. And the things they have to include, we're talking about vitamins, powders, and all that stuff to counter the effects of going full vegan. That's not a healthy way to live. If you have to do supplements and pills to counter the effects on your metabolism of eliminating meat and fish altogether, what does that tell you? I mean, that alone should tell you, well, listen, I have these 5 supplements, some pills, some powder. I have to take all this stuff to counter that one thing I'm not including in my diet.
Again, the only argument I have against that is if it's health. If you have to
Yeah,
do that
then you have
because
no
you
choice.
have you don't have a choice. This is what I have to do.
Yeah.
It
And look at
sucks.
most vegans. Most vegans don't look healthy either.
No, they look like they're about to fall down. They look like
Yeah.
they're a walking corpse.
Yeah.
And is there a contract somewhere that tells you, okay, once you're vegan, there's a couple of rules. First, you have to look really sick, really pale and sick. Now, you need a nose ring, preferably a tattoo of a butterfly somewhere, and
Purple
color your
hair.
hair in blue or pink. Why is that a requirement to be vegan? Why is that?
I bet you this shit started in California. I bet you it did. Hippies, because that was
If I
that
can
right
prove
there. What
that.
you just saw was California.
The entire state.
It probably
That was
started.
California. Yeah, they probably did. I'm telling you, the hippies fucked everything up. Okay,
Was that a hippie thing? Did they start it?
probably peace. I Now I gotta look that up.
Don't hurt, peace, don't doubt, animals. Yeah.
Yes. Well, vegetarian diet started in the late 1800s, but
Yeah, they popularized it. Definitely. It's older than
animals
that,
and animal
but-
rights have been a big fight over the years. That may be why so many hippies are vegetarians. That's vegetarians, not vegans, though. And what's vegetarian again? Vegetarian. Oh, you just don't have any meat. You just have
Right.
products from
Meat.
an animal. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So
that's
what's
fine.
this one you sent me with this chick with this blonde hair, this cutie patootie with the filters on? Let's see. Let's see what you got.
Oh.
Ooh.
That.
I was like hiring and I saw pronouns. Here's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume you're obviously very liberal. So I'm going to assume you're one of those people that is super far left. Hey, I'm going to assume you're not a very hard worker. You are either a female or you're a probably not straight guy. So everything in the office is going to have to cater to you, your feelings, your needs, and your emotions. So everyone around you is not going to be able to be themselves and walk on eggshells. Why would anyone want someone like you unless everyone's like you in a work environment? You're going to be the laziest person. You're going to be the most entitled, complain the most, and I think you're going to be the first to sue. So shocker that pronouns weren't helping you guys. Sorry, is there anything I missed there? Is there anything I missed? So if I...
I agree with that 110%.
Oh, yeah.
She nailed everything. Everything. She nailed it. I don't think name all the people that you know that are like that. Would you ever want to work with them?
Nope.
They're going to be the first people that are going to be complaining about everything. Oh, I can't do this. This is so hard. No. If I was a business owner, I'd be like, yeah, we're not looking for anybody right now. Thanks.
That customer misgendered me on purpose. Oh.
Come on.
I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, I think it's, I don't, there's not a lot to say there. That's all valid points. However, I didn't hire somebody that had pronouns. I did hire a gay person, and I wasn't worried about that. But I think that's pretty safe. That's a pretty safe assumption. Stereotyping.
But the stereotype
wrong.
only happens, and the situation only happens, like the girl said, because it's the extreme cases that give the others a bad name.
Yeah.
And you get a way of thinking like this, like, oh, am I really gonna take the chance it's one of those?
It's
But
people
I'm
like that
also-
who drive the minimum wage to skyrocket to go all the way up. I'm not going to do that for $9 an hour, but if you gave me $18 an hour, I'll do it. Like that. That's what it is.
And I'm also convinced. I mean, there need to be rules in a work environment. We can all agree on that. But if you have the time and the resources to actually spend on putting pronouns in front of everything, I'm gonna agree with her. You sound lazy. You sound like you're spending way too much time and energy and money in the wrong things in your business. There's other things you could be focusing on. It's not a big deal. That seems like a personal thing. You keep that in your private setting. Workplace is a workplace, and all that other extra stuff, like gay, like the pronoun stuff, you do that in your own time. You clock in, you do the task I hired you to do, and then you go home, and you can do all the things you go on. You can stop eating meat, color your hair, whatever you want to do.
Well, I got a question for you on that. I got a question on you with all that you just said. I agree with you, but let's just say Jorn is single and there's this hot chick at work and you want to kick it to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
The work says no. You can't fraternize with the other employees, but you still want to do it. You're going to do it anyway, right? So it's the same thing with them. They're told not to do it, but they're going to do it anyway.
Okay, but then there's this one thing, Spade. You guys would well, I'm in this story. I would still wouldn't do that during the hours. I would keep it a secret then. So it's still
never keep
not
that secret.
something you would show on the work floor. You wouldn't be kissing while you're working.
Right, I agree, but that's the thing though. You're
So
going
it
to
doesn't
see it
affect
though.
him.
No. You're going to see it though because you're both walking down the aisles together, or you're doing whatever. There's the looks that you give each other, like, "What's up tonight? Later tonight? Yeah, right. Okay." Like you're going to be doing things that make it obvious to people that you guys are doing something.
Yeah, it's probably you picked the wrong person, Spade. When I'm at work, I have zero interest in all of that stuff.
But that's because you're married. You're not looking at it from that
No,
perspective.
it's not because I'm married. A work setting is a work setting. I have zero interest. I'm in a different mindset while I'm working.
Okay.
It's just
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, like most people would be thinking the opposite. So just like they would think,
yeah.
"Oh,
I
I would
agree.
want to bang that person." The same person is going to be like, "Well, I'm going to tell everybody that I'm gay. I'm vegan. I'm this. I'm that."
gluten allergy. I just
Yeah, my gluten allergy. You work in an electronics store. Who cares if you got a gluten allergy, right? Like it doesn't make sense.
But we sell grills and what people use grills for, and there you go.
Stop. No, that's just now you're reaching.
Okay.
That's what all these people do.
Okay. What is this one from TikTok? Jorn, you sent me? What is this? I guess we're just going to go for it.
Huh.
Go. You don't like to dance? Come on, do the cha-cha. Shorty Spanish, so she like to call me Papa. True fact, everything I do, they call it Flocka. All they do is copy me, I call them Walker. She get worried about my hoes, I had to block her. Had to kick off the list, I'm playing soccer. Why you acting Jamaican? You not even a roster. If you really a Jamaican, make the pasta. I'm just a nigga, everybody catch a vibe with. Stay out the way, cause I don't like to be in nonsense.
I don't even know.
I don't get it.
Okay, so the one guy there in the middle, he's supposedly a rapper, and he impregnated 5 women. They're
At
all
the same
expecting. Yeah, well, close to it.
Nice.
Okay, so he's the baby's mama, the baby's daddy on all 5 of the women. And,
Yeah, for now.
Knocked them
and he's
off
a
the-
rapper?
Yeah.
How did you find this clip?
It was actually in our Belgian news, and then I have to look it up so I can find the English one, because I saw a Dutch video clip of it, and then I found it on TikTok. I still don't have an account, but I found it on TikTok. And he impregnated
5?
of
So
them.
5 women. But what did that say about 11? What was the number 11? Is
I don't know how they get 11.
Well, 5 women, guys, 5 women, 5 kids, that's 10. And himself, that's 11. So he's a family of 11.
And they all live in the same, and they're obviously he's not married to any of them, right? He's
No.
black, so he's probably not Mormon, and he's a rapper. He's definitely not Mormon. So,
They're saying they want to support each other with the babies. So
Nice.
probably
Well,
looking together.
In his defense, he's been sticking around a lot longer than most of his other fellow companions. I mean, congrats to him.
He wants to
Making
be
it full term.
is
Making it
is
full
the
term.
rapper famous?
I didn't know. I have to look up the name again. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him.
I'm telling you, he wants to beat Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has, I think, what, like, I think Nick
No,
Cannon has
because,
kids.
Nick Cannon, they asked about it. They asked Nick Cannon about his thoughts about it or something. Couldn't find that in English.
That's insane.
Imagine them all living together.
They were kind of pretty.
Ah,
They were kind of pretty.
That house would
yeah.
be a mess.
Some
It
of
would
them.
be a mess. No way. I wouldn't even wish that on my enemy. That's too much.
I'm hoping every one of those women has twins.
Yeah, he needs to sell out some stadiums soon if he wants to support all of them.
At least Nick Cannon has money and he can do it.
Is he though? I don't know. I mean, he used.
Oh no,
to
he
do
has a
shows.
lot.
Is he well-
His net worth, or all his businesses together is like 1.2 billion.
Okay, you got another one. Let's see. I want to know more about that rapper. Like, is he super famous, or is he just some dude that raps on TikTok?
That's probably what it is. Oh, what's this guy's name? Michael something.
Ago, you are a conservative now. There is no way to if I just I don't even have to say what I am. If I am just had normal moderate views in 2000, today I am considered a conservative.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's just and it's their basic common sense things. I would be called a politically conservative, and I try to say no, I'm more moderate, and then I have I talk to people. I'm like, no, this is not. I guess I'm not moderate. I guess I'm not. You probably shouldn't be talking to a 9-year-old about switching genders. That doesn't sound right to me, and it doesn't. I don't go off and say, man, I'm super fucking politically conservative. That just makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand. So the things, whatever I believed, because the Overton window keeps shifting to the left, I'm left behind because I'm 45 years old. I just look conservative. If you were a moderate...
That's a good point. This is not edgy enough. I need something more edgy. That vegetarian one was the edgiest one you gave me. You guys are killing me, man. You guys are killing me. Who sent that one? Matthew?
Nope.
Jorn.
Yeah. Well, you
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bree with the fucking banger. Let's get it. Oh my God. Oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Of course, bro. Oh God. This is gonna be rough.
Give me her number.
Oh God. Oh jeez, this is gonna be rough.
Is it transphobic to not want to date trans people? The answer is yes.
No, just because people aren't attracted to you doesn't make them any type of phobic.
Oh, this is a gay guy versus a transgender? Bro, shit just went from 0 to 10. And he is gay as shit. I think he's wearing a bra.
It's a low-cut tank top, Jay. You know,
he can get it, though. He's good looking. I'll stick my dick in his mouth. I'm just saying. Let's get it. Let's talk about it.
Phobic to not want to date trans people. The answer is yes.
No, just because people aren't attracted to you doesn't make them any type of phobic, okay? There are plenty of straight men who are not attracted to me in the slightest. I don't think they're homophobic. They're just straight.
Now, is there an argument to be made that, the parts down there are something you don't like? I think that for 99% of the examples here, that's not the case, and that it really does stem from transphobia.
You have the audacity to say that in 99% of cases when somebody's not attracted to you, it's because they have a phobia against you? Really? Maybe they just have a preference based off of sex. Have we thought about that, or are we not allowed to have those preferences anymore? Because I personally wouldn't date somebody with female parts. Not because I have a phobia, but because I'm gay. You know, it's getting really exhausting when my sexuality is lumped into an alphabet with this, when this is literally at odds with my sexuality. Now, I believe everybody is entitled to their rights, but I'm not going to allow people to erase my sexuality in the name of ideology. I'm not. I believe everybody is entitled to their rights, but I'm not going to allow people to erase my sexuality in the name of ideology.
Whoa.
Yeah,
let me hear that one more time. Hold on.
People to erase my sexuality in the name of ideology.
You erase your sexuality due to ideology?
Yeah, that's good. Wow, that might be the first time I've ever seen a gay person attack a transgender person, ever.
And makes sense.
More and more. It's becoming more and more a thing that people that are gay, lesbian, are pulling away from that community. It have nothing to do with the...
Well, because transgenders, being the minority in this bracket, again, have more authoritative position than the gay and the lesbian. Yep. So before, the gays and the lesbians wanted their own rights, their own thing. They got that. And now, essentially, this is tough. As a straight person, the transgenders are doing the same thing that the gay people did.
Yep.
10 years ago, 20 years ago.
We by now we kind of accepted the gay and the lesbians, and it was not a big deal anymore. But because of the LGBT whatever A+, it's changing again. People are going against the normal gay guy or lesbian.
Yeah, because
the
they got
thing is what he says about being homophobic, it's so true. Just because I don't want to be with a gay person doesn't make me homophobic. It just makes me straight. I 100% agree with that. And I think with a transgender, we always talk about this, but to me, the only time you can be a transgender is while you're transitioning into what your goal is. There's a thing that me and Bree watched, Love After Lockup, 90 Day Fiance, and it's a trans man from New Jersey that says he's from New York. He's from Hoboken. It's not New York. But he tries to sound like he's from New York. And fully transitioned, bro, tits, ass, pussy, everything. Still consider themselves a transgender. But when do you get to a point where you're not transitioning anymore?
Right, but did he cut it?
Yeah, it's a vagina.
He did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he's
full vagina.
He's a full woman now.
I know. When do you get to a point then? If you're always a transgender and you're 50 years old, like, when do you stop? Never? You're always that. Okay.
Nope. No, because the trans stamp is their entire identity. That's what their life is based on. It's their.
It's like being vegan.
That's like the first thing they but I'm trans. What do I have to know this? Is that your personality? Is that the first thing, or the you have to say something about that in the first 2 minutes we meet? I mean,
imagine walking up to somebody and the person's like, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah. My pronouns are blah blah blah. I like the opposite sex. I like this. I like that." Dude, relax. We don't need to know all this. Like, just ask you for your name.
I have never met a person that mentioned their pronouns when they introduce themselves. Never.
I have.
No. Really? That said I am without you even saying anything.
That's why I went on that whole spiel, because I've heard it before.
Yeah.
And it was a transsexual.
So do I then return the favor?
You can if you want.
Like, do I now introduce myself like, "Hi, I'm Jordan. I like to eat pussy," and then I go on my way? I don't know.
I don't see the issue. You could do that. Why not? If they're doing it to you, then you should turn around and be like, "Hey, my name is Jordan," and blah 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 blah.
No, because if you do that, you'll be mocking the gay community or the trans community.
I'm not mocking.
No, I'm proud of my sexuality.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, but being a transgender is not a sexuality.
Identity.
Sometimes it is, but because then they.
No, because most of the times they try to date the opposite sex still.
Which is women.
So
usually not with guys.
They're gay.
With women.
They're still gay. Every one of those letters is still gay.
Well, no,
think of it.
No. There's transgenders that go from woman to man to date a man.
Like women.
Which is gay.
How is it gay? What
They're
the fuck
women.
are you talking about?
If you go from female to male, so you identify, this is a thing, you identify, you feel like a male, and you're together with a male, that's gay.
No, bro.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
No, you're playing with the words, man.
Yeah.
You're playing with the words.
Like they are.
It's a technicality.
But also you want to be like them then.
If you want to beat them, if you can't beat them, you have to.
Oh, now you're gonna use my own shit and try to say it? Nah, bro. No, because last week you were like, nah, man, nah, dude, nah, bro, nah, man, you this, you that. Same thing with Matthew. You guys can't just start playing for the other fucking team now. You're not gay. If you're a woman and you turn into a man and you date a woman, then yes, you are gay. But if you're a man or a woman that turns into a man to date a man, no, you're irregular. Your mind's just fucked up.
Yes.
Because you're still a woman. So this man-woman thing on 90 Day Fiance is like, I know how you're thinking. You got to remember that I'm also a man in my brain. So I know how men think.
Which one is it, though?
And I'm saying to myself, no one's going to pick that apart. What they just said is that I'm a man in my head, so you're saying that you're not a fucking woman.
So they want to look like a woman, but in their mind, they're still a man.
They know how men think, which is a valid argument that men know how men think. Yes, because you are a man.
True.
But then don't portray to be something you're not.
But you can't. I disagree with that, Jay, because
you can't disagree with that. That's their brain.
No. Because listen, if the man says that I want to be a woman, right? In their head, they're a woman. They're not a man, right? So you can't say I know how a man thinks because in your words, you said that you think like a woman, so you want to be a woman. So you can't do that.
So that proves that there is a difference between the male and the female brain.
Exactly.
And a male brain is always going to be a male brain. And
It's not a matter that you can't do that. Spade, you're saying it wrong, bro. It's not a matter that you can't do it. It's true, though.
It's contradicting yourself, though.
No, obviously, but they still have a man's brain, so they are going to know how men think. And then when he brings it up that you're still a man, oh, no, I'm not. You just got done saying that you think, I know how you think because I'm a man. But now when I say it, oh, my God, it's the end of the world.
Then you can't use the argument anymore. I was born in the wrong body.
Right. 100%. You can't use that argument anymore. Nice. We just unlocked the whole thing and how it's fake. It's true though. If you think like a man,
but if we treated gay people 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the way we treat transgenders now, it's just a matter of time before we accept transgenders. Change my mind.
Okay. No, I agree with you on that.
No, those are facts. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No,
not
we
as
don't.
much as not
no,
as
we
much.
don't. Not like gays. No, we don't. How do you figure we do? What the fuck are you talking about, Jordan?
Well, considering the gays got locked up, I mean, we usually bashed a couple of their skulls in way back when because they were different. We don't do that anymore.
Well, you can't. That has nothing to do with being gay. That just got to do with the progression of society.
Yeah, and they're gonna say they're gonna have the same deal, but they have to give it time. They don't like to give it time. They want it right now. That's
so do the gay people.
The gay and lesbian community gave it time. Over time,
but they didn't want. No. Okay,
they had no choice. That's the thing. They had no choice.
In America, the gay people protested for years and years and years, just like the transgenders are. The problem is you're seeing it in the works right now. You don't see the final product. So I'd say 20 years from the big trans. So if I said in 20, I'd say by 2030 we will accept that as.
Yes.
I don't want to say normalcy, but they'll be accepted into society.
Yeah, because it's easier now because gays made it such a big thing.
But they're not accepted in society. What the fuck are you talking about, Jordan?
In the sense that they're not prosecuted right now. Like,
what does that have to do with being accepted?
That's being left alone. That's close enough to being accepted in society.
No, I disagree. I disagree dramatically. No, I don't think they're accepted. You got a gay guy ripping apart a transgender. If you rip apart somebody right now for being obese, a lot of people, it's a valid argument. A lot of people will argue and say this is 2023. We're still doing this shit from 10, 20 years ago. Right. But you can't really rip apart a gay person anymore because it's okay. We've just accepted that. So the fat man will get more shit than the gay person will. And then the transgender will get more than the gay. Whether prosecution is on the table is irrelevant. It's got nothing to do with acceptance. Like, you don't accept somebody because they killed somebody so they went to jail. You still don't want to accept that. You don't want to believe that. So that I don't think that prosecution automatically grants acceptance. I don't agree with that at all.
But do you think the gays from way back when, they were not as bad as the trans people are now, right? Being in your face, wanting you to you have to call me by this gender, you have to do this, you have to do that.
We also never know. Because you would never know social media.
It wasn't as possible, or social media. It wasn't as big back then, so they didn't have a voice.
You'd have to get to somebody. You'd have to talk to somebody that was, from California, San Francisco, San Diego, and talk to them, and they'd have to be, in their 20s or 30s in that time to get a valid answer on that. But I know that just simply based off of numbers that gay people were not accepted. I mean, they were not accepted at all. It's the same as transgenders right now. And they weren't getting prosecuted in America to go even further than that. Now, you're talking on an international level, sure. In America, we didn't prosecute people for being gay.
But is there that's another question I want to ask. Is there a difference for the people on the panel between acceptance and normalcy? Because I don't care that they're out there. It doesn't aggravate me. I don't think anything about it. Just leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. Just let me be. I don't think any of the letters are normal, and I will never consider it normal. You can do whatever you want. You can give them all the rights.
I agree with that statement, but I don't think that normalcy and acceptance are the same thing. I don't. Not at all.
They're not. Okay,
You have to agree with it.
Right.
A little
Part
bit
of
to
it,
accept it.
part of it being normal is you have to accept it. But because you accept something doesn't make it normal.
Right.
Well, you're only
I agree
accepting
with
that it's
that.
a
I agree
thing,
with
right?
that.
You're not accepting the thing itself. You're accepting that it exists and it's a thing.
Right. Right.
You-
Right.
But they don't go hand in hand. That one
Right.
can exist without the other, but not the other cannot exist without the other.
Well, that was
Like
exactly
normalcy-
the question.
Normalcy would be them teaching the kids in school this,
what
and
they're
this.
trying to do.
But they are.
Right, exactly.
But
That's
they
what
did
they're
the
trying to
same thing with gays, though, in the fucking
Right.
90s.
Right.
You're not understanding it, Jordan. In America, the same shit that you see with transgenders right now is the same shit that was in the 90s. It's the same
I don't
thing.
agree with that. Oh, no. I believe you. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's.
I don't agree with it
something-
either. I believe that a man is designed to be with a woman and a woman is designed to be with a man. That is it.
Amen.
Like that's a wrap, Jack. That's how God made you.
In that case, I think Trump said that actually. Is it's not allowed to teach about religion, but it's allowed to teach about that. I'd rather have my kid. I don't have kids.
Learn about
Have
God.
Bible study.
Agree.
There's
Agree.
some good values
Agree.
in that.
Agree.
It gets hurt.
100%.
Instead of
100%.
gender studies. 100%.
Absolutely. There's people that even justify that take the Bible, they interpret it, and they say that homosexuality is fine. Really? What part of the Bible
Show
did
me
you
that
get that from?
passage.
Yeah, please. I would love to know that scripture. And then they're
What is
going to
it?
say, well, this is this. Yeah, okay, I got one for you. Sodom and Gomorrah. That's it.
That's
that-
it.
That's the end of the discussion right there.
And what
They
did
were
God
also
do? He
destroyed.
destroyed everything.
Okay, well, so
There's no
I don't know what else you
discussion
need.
about that one.
I mean,
There's
that is...
Oh, you're reading it wrong.
No, bro, that's black and white. I mean, that's where the word sodomy comes
Sodomy.
from. Like that is the origin of that word. And what happened to that town? Like what
got
happened? Okay,
Bye-bye.
leveled, bro.
Bye-bye.
Burnt, like burnt to a crisp. Everybody, children, didn't matter. You're in this town, you got to go. That's it. So I 100% agree. If you're going to teach anything in school, teach religion or teach a belief or a Bible or something. Don't teach how to put a condom on to a 10-year-old. That's not, I don't feel like it's not good learning. I don't.
Like I don't know if it's somebody that sent it or I watched it on something else, but there's a guy going around doing interviews and he's interviewing females and he's asking them, do you think it's okay for a 9 or 12-year-old to decide to get a tattoo?
I think I sent it to you.
Okay, those are two different numbers. Which one are we going with?
12-year-old. 12-year-old. Is it okay for a 12-year-old to decide
Sure.
he's going to get a tattoo?
Sure.
Sure,
Sure.
why not?
Yeah. 9?
just like-
No. 12? Sure.
But you're also forcing a 12-year-old to turn into the opposite sex if you don't want them to, right? Like you're teaching them how to do all that also. So if it's okay,
Is that going to be
do
the
that-
follow argument? Is that going to be it? If I said yes, is that okay? So then they can decide their own gender?
Right.
No,
If they're not
I think
old
it's a
enough.
little different. One is biology, the other one is aesthetics.
Well,
Yeah, but
that was the thing. The argument was everyone said no to the tattoo because it's a permanent thing and they're way too young. I think the age was 9, so it was fairly young, 9, and it was all women. it said, no, it's way too young to have a kid decide something permanent like that. And the follow-up question was then, should they be allowed on puberty blockers or hormone blockers?
Oh, that's
They
why
all
they said
yes.
12, because they're not a
Yeah.
teenager yet. Okay. I think it's way different. So I would have said yes to the tattoo, no to the life-changing. Because the tattoo is not life-changing. You could always... It's going to look ridiculous because your body's going to grow a whole lot from 12 to 20, but...
I think it was more to show. So for one thing, you say they're not smart enough or they don't have an understanding of what they're doing. But then for the other one, it's okay.
But then it goes back to smoking and alcohol. How you can do it at 21, but you can't do it at 18.
Well, well, the 18 to 21 argument I think is stupid, but I think the argument with alcohol is you shouldn't let a 12-year-old drink because the liver is building. Like,
Agreed.
It's not stabilized.
Agreed. But up until 84 in the US, you could drink at 18 years old. That's when they changed it to 21.
But
right? And just like what, 10, 15 years ago, they changed it from smoking at 18 years old. Now you have to be 21. So it's the same thing with this now. It's like you can't have them changing their sexuality at the age of 12, but it's okay to do a tattoo, for instance. So it's like either we set a precedent, we set a boundary of what you can and can't do, or just it's a free-for-all. So I think at the age of 18, do whatever the fuck you want. Before 18, you're still under somebody else's house.
With you guys, the 18-21 is kind of weird to us because for me especially, you're old enough to go into the military, serve, go die for your country.
That's the biggest. That is the biggest argument that so many people have brought up is that, and you could go to a military base and all your battle buddies at 21, they're able to drink, and then you're 18 and you can't. That's been an argument
for years,
for a long time, and I don't know that. No matter how you counter that, it's not a good argument. No matter how you counter that, because if that person is willing to die and do the same thing that 21-year-old is,
you should be able to go into a bar and order themselves.
And most bars, if they see you in uniform or if they see a military ID, they're going to give it to you anyway.
Yeah,
100. I don't care what bar you're at in the States. You show them a military ID, they're not going to say you're not 21 if they see you in uniform.
What actually happens, Jay, when they're deployed and they're over there, they're 18?
Depends on the deployment, but like Middle East, you can't drink. There's no liquor. It's a dry. You can find it, but it's a dry country. But like if you go to Germany or something, and you get caught drinking at 18, they're not going to. Your NCO's not going to say shit.
What are they going to say? Yeah, what are they going to say?
He's not going to say nothing. You got drunk last night, Jorfy? 19. Really? Got it together. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, they're it's civilian side, and I honestly do not know the argument for that.
So maybe it's a numbers game. Like if you're 18 and drunk, you're more liable to crash your car or whatever.
Well, they say that, when you go into your 20s, your brain is more developed than when you're in 18, right? But if that's the case, then your brain is more developed in your 30s than it is in your 20s. So it's like
some people.
Men finish puberty at 25 or by 25.
So make it 25 then. Make everything across the board 25.
So then what? You can't join the military now unless you're 25 years old? No,
I mean,
bro. You don't want that. You want those fresh young bucks out there that are willing to fucking run 5 miles to save somebody. That's what you want. You don't want the 25-year-old.
But then if that's the case, then you should be able to let them drink. You should let them be able to smoke. Let them change their sexual identity and everything, whatever they want to do.
There has to be a reason why it's 18. There has to be a reason because that's legal.
Because you can vote at 18. Right. That's why they let you in.
No. I'm not talking about the military. I'm talking about there has to be a reason why they went from drinking and smoking to 21 from 18. There has to be a reason. There has to be.
The only reason that I can think of is the fact that, you're 16 or 17, you're close to 18. So you're 16 and driving, and maybe because
okay.
You understand what
and if you're 21, you're already an adult. Okay.
Right.
That rule should not apply to somebody that joined the military. It should not apply.
I agree.
That should be an amendment to that. If you are active, even if you're a reservist, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're nasty girls, your Coast Guard, your Chair Force. If you can be deployed and you have done basic boot camp, airman school, no matter what, you have that ID, you are able to drink. Period. Yep. That is the law. That is what it should be. Or smoke cigarettes. But you can't even smoke cigarettes on a military installation anymore. No military installations can you smoke cigarettes. That sucks.
So you go outside.
You can't go outside. If you're on a military base, you cannot smoke cigarettes, period. That is the end of that discussion. I don't care if you have to go outside of the base to smoke.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you work 9 to 5 or whatever, you're at home and you go outside to smoke a cigarette, that you can't do that. You cannot light up a cigarette on a base at all anywhere in the United States. Or vape. That is next level stupid. That's ridiculous.
So I fight for this country and I can't do this. Like, that's how I see it. Like, I'm not saying me personally. I haven't. I'm just saying, like, the person.
Right, but using that argument that I signed up for this country to fight for it, counter argument is simple. I didn't tell you to do that.
Right.
You decided that. Don't use that as a weapon. You picked that. You weren't drafted.
Ooh. Yeah.
My only argument was you were kind of agreeing to fight for freedom, and there's less and less freedom left.
Right.
Well,
but is that freedom though?
There's other people that are getting more and more freedom that probably shouldn't have it. But
that's not freedom, Jorn. That's not freedom. No, it's not, because you're at work. When you're at work, you don't have a freedom. You're working at the other person's rules.
Okay, but you're still on the military base in his free time. You should be able to smoke.
Right. So that's why you walk outside the base.
Is on a military base, you can't.
So usually most of the married soldiers all live on military base. Now you could smoke in your house, obviously, if you choose, because it's not private, it's still government, but you cannot go outside on your balcony and you have regular houses. Like my house in South Carolina is beautiful. 2-story ranch, beautiful. But you can't smoke outside. So if you want to smoke a cigarette, then
go outside of the base.
That sucks though, bro. So every time I want to smoke, I gotta go. It's stupid. It's a dumb argument. It's dumb.
It sounds like you're a kid again.
Not as simple as it sounds either.
Yeah, you're not gonna just say people when you smoke, you don't smoke one cigarette a day, man. You smoke whatever, a half a pack. So now I gotta get in my car, and some of these bases are massive, bro. Fort Hood scales across 3 towns, and there's a highway through the base. So you can't. It's not like just go in my car and drive for 30 minutes to go smoke a cigarette. Now you're gonna go in your car, you're gonna roll up the windows, and you're gonna hotbox the shit out of that. That's what you're gonna do.
Like Jay,
smell like an old ashtray.
Jay, he was an MP, so the gate wouldn't probably ask him what he was going to do or whatever. If you're a private and you want to go off base, it's what are you gonna do? Where have you? Do you have orders? Do you have this? Do you have a reason to go outside? It's not. Oh, I'm gonna take a puff outside. No, you're not.
Why not? I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm gonna be 3 feet over, smoking a cigarette.
No,
you're off base.
You can't do it. 500 feet from the front gate or back gate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's still military. When you look at a military base and you see the gate, it's usually a quarter mile ahead of that is government property.
Yeah.
Usually.
I'm trying to think. Fort Hamilton. Yeah, because there's a park right in front of the base, and that's
the Cannon Park on the left.
Cannonball Park, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still their property. Even those on that corner, when you make a right coming out of Fort Hamilton to go on the side of the bridge, those businesses are on government property.
Huh.
Yeah. So in theory, you couldn't even smoke out there. Do they have MP still there, or is it all civilians?
I haven't been there in a while. I don't know. I mean, I could go there and check.
Yeah, kind of.
With my brother-in-law, and he can just get us in because he's Navy, so we could just walk in and go to the PX or whatever.
The PX is still there.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'd want to go back one day. I'll go back. Maybe when I come down in July, scoop over there. Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with the 18 and 21. Never have. I didn't know it was in the 80s. I thought it's always been 21 to drink. I mean,
federal. I'm almost positive it was federal across all states.
Well, hold on, but that's not to smoke though. That's the purchase cigarettes. That's not to smoke.
Most of it 2 years old and smoke. There's no law that says
there is state laws that you could smoke cigarettes, but you cannot legally purchase them. Smoking cigarettes. Oh yes, absolutely. Yes.
I thought it was just if you could get it, you could smoke it. So who cares?
Yes, but there's laws. I'd have to find the chart, but like I think Alabama, you could be 16 years old and smoke, but you can't legally purchase it. So there are laws to where
it's stupid. Like
doesn't make any sense.
I could pay the guy outside and be like, "Yo, I'll give you $10."
Yeah, like your parents could give you cigarettes and you could smoke and you could have them on you. You just can't purchase them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can drive the car. You can't just buy one. So you have to steal one.
Sure.
Got it.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm with it. I like that.
So on the other hand, they can drive a car from 16 over there.
There's certain states you can drive a car at 14. I think it's Kentucky.
Oh,
Pennsylvania, you have a license at 16.
Yeah, you have to realize that these are guys. Hold on, okay. You're thinking of like United States busy and shit. When you're talking about places like Kentucky, North Kentucky, it's like farms. There's no cars for the whole size of Belgium. There's no cars. You understand? So I mean, who are you gonna hit? A deer? That's okay. Eat it. I'll just hopefully you're not a vegan. You know. But no, yeah, you have to realize that the United States is like New York. You're not going to get a driver's license at 14, right? You got to. No. It depends on the population of the state and the politics of the state.
Mm-hmm. Well, usually I think blue states are at 18, right?
Sure.
And red states are usually under 18. You could get a driver's license. Usually. I mean, there's a little bit different.
Usually. I think here in Florida, it's 17 for a driver's license, or it might be 18.
Did somebody flush a toilet? Nice. That's a loud toilet.
Full license, Alaska, Arizona is the youngest at 16. Idaho is 16. Kansas is 16. Maine is 16. All desolate states. Montana 16. Montana, you get a permit at 14 years old.
Nice.
North Dakota 14 and 16. Yeah,
if I was driving at 14, I'd be dead.
Iowa 14. Yeah, the earliest to get a permit is 14. Restricted license, youngest is 15. That's where you can't drive past a certain hour. And then full license is 16. 14 years old with a learner's permit, bro. 14 years old, I wouldn't be here talking. No,
that's what I'm saying. I did the same exact thing. I would not be alive.
Nah, I would no.
And it's the same for motorcycles, the age, or even sooner?
I don't know, because motorcycles, you can have a learner's permit on a motorcycle, but you have to ride with somebody side by side. Right. So they can't take control of your bike, obviously. But I would assume it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Wow, 14.
I had to get my license in secret because my dad didn't want me to have a license.
Why?
He didn't want me to have a license because he looked at it as a liability, because he's like, if you get a license, the insurance company is going to jack up the prices of my insurance, my car insurance.
Yeah, of course.
So, but he never explained that to me. He was just like, no, when you turn 18 or, 20, whatever. I was like, but everybody at my age, 16, 17 is going for their learner's permit and everything. And I'm like, why can't I do it? So I had to do it in secret. And then the insurance company didn't find out I had my license until I was almost 19 when they sent my dad a bill saying, hey, he lives here. But at that point, I had done other things. So, yeah.
You ever get a girl pregnant?
No. Yes.
Never. Yeah? What happened?
Yes.
Obviously,
Twice.
she didn't keep it. And what happened?
Obviously. That's why I'm pro-abortion.
Twice. This isn't your current, right? This is previous?
Prior.
Did you use protection, or you just kind of wet willied it? Just
No, wet willy. It was
nice.
I was
no
with the
reflexes
person.
at all. Like
no pullout. Your pullout game is weak.
I didn't even
weak.
pull out.
Oh, you were just like,
pull out.
dump the bucket. Okay.
Because I was stupid thinking because she's on birth control, everything is okay.
Yeah. So you kind of went, I'll get rid of it later. I'll fix it later.
Well, that's the first time. The first time I was like, oh shit, we need to get this gone. And the second time I was like, I know how this works. Let's go over here.
I got a discount.
Yeah, it's not that many, man. It's
You got a membership club to the abortion clinic. I'm in for another one. And the man has it, not the women. The men have a private membership.
That's gotta be weird. They see you coming in. Mike, it's been so long.
Oh my God, bro. Was it last week you were in here? Shut up. She doesn't know. Shut it. Stop that.
Yeah, I spent each one.
You're on the
spent
family
500
plan where you don't have a family.
Yeah, each one I spent $500 on.
Nice.
You have a discount card. Oh, it's the 12th time. You get
they stamp it.
That's my punch card.
The 13th one is free. That's wow, bro. How many people you think in total the world has aborted?
Oh, I think just as many as we have, or close to it. There's a lot.
7 billion? You think so?
Jay,
No.
I've been there twice,
Wait.
and I've seen how many people wait
You
online.
seen repeat customers?
I haven't seen. I was a repeat customer.
Hey, Melissa, what you been up to? You back in here again? You fucking dirty bitch. Good for you. Good for you, Melissa.
But
And let me
look,
use my card so I get the stamp out.
I feel
Let me
like
guess, you're not keeping it, right?
You're not here for a checkup, right? Yeah. All right.
But I feel like there was at least maybe, I would say about 100 people a day there, minimum.
No.
And that's one location. Yes, because I was in a room filled with people, and every time one
Why
person
did you
came-
hold on? Back up. Why did you go in?
I had to make sure that it was done.
What?
Wait, you were checking?
I was no.
You're not doing that right. Look, I've seen this done 6 times. I know that hanger is not going in
No,
right.
no.
You got to go more to the right. You got to kind of shimmy it like a Slim Jim. Go in, hook, pull. That's not it. Give me the hanger. Let me show you. Let me see.
Okay, so
By all means, take it away, Mr. Spade.
I'll tell
Go
you
ahead.
why I was there, because I knew somebody who paid his girlfriend to go over there to get it done.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But
Yeah.
9 months later, she came with the kid and told him he's got to pay child support.
So you were there as
like
like a proxy to make sure things
to make
checked
sure that it
out?
was happening.
What
Yes.
the? Why did he get pregnant? Why did he get her pregnant a second time?
He didn't. What I'm saying is, okay. So
This is a different girl.
No, the same girl. We're talking about. Let's just say it's Bobby and Joanne, right?
Uh-huh.
Bobby
Is Bobby the chick? Because Bobby could be both boy or girl.
Robert and Joanne. Okay?
Robert could also be a girl's name. Give me something else. George and Joanne. Got it.
Right, George and Joanne. Joanne gets pregnant.
Yeah.
George tells Joanne, go get an abortion. She says,
Sure.
okay, cool. It costs this much. He gives her the money. She never goes.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. So she ends up.
Now
keeping
Joanne
the
pops
kid.
out a baby. Now we have Jeanette.
Right. Now
Jeanette,
George
Joanne.
has to pay child support.
Right, sure. So George
Right.
gets who pregnant now for you to go with them?
Oh, no. I was talking about me. I went with my ex to make sure that it got done.
Oh, I thought you meant that George sent you, like
no.
you were one of his mafiosos. Hey, I need you to go with Joanne this time. Matter of fact, you need to go with Jeanette, the daughter, because I got her pregnant. I need you to go with her now. Make sure that she doesn't back up.
I went to make sure that my ex
Right.
was going
You saw
with
him
her.
get fucked. You didn't want to get fucked, quite literally.
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay, sure,
It's close
sure.
to
I
being
see.
Mafia stuff. Like, Spade, take care of it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need you
just
to go
take her
right.
where she needs to go. You know that guy at the corner of 54th and Broadway with the gold hangers? He's hanging from the jacket. Talk to him.
Just
He knows
throw
about
her
it.
off the ditch. That's it. Just the
Give her a pair of cement shoes. So if
just tell her this is Sparta. That's it.
if so, you said that there would be 100 people. Now, what you guys have to understand over in Europe is that when you see an abortion clinic here in the States, that is quite literally the only thing it does. That's it. You can't go into an abortion clinic because you have a headache. You know, like it's not. There are doctors in there, but they're not the kind of doctors,
for headache.
rhetorically speaking, to help you. They're here to help out your problem. You understand? It's
Yeah, we have the same thing here.
okay. Well, yeah.
Dedicated to only abortions.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah, I can't
we're
tell you
good
how
at
many
it.
women I've been with that, and the same women. Like I went 4 times with my ex. Went 3 times with my ex before that because I don't like to wrap it up. You know, I don't. It's not a piece of chicken that I'm gonna keep in the fridge overnight. I don't. It doesn't need any type of Ziploc bag or any kind of hat. It's good the way that it is. I feel like a lot of times women got pregnant through their belly button because I pulled out and my game was strong. Like I'm 3 minutes. I'm not even close, but I know at some point I'm gonna come.
Well, I mean, you learned, right? You had a kid at what, 14, right? So you
15,
learned,
bro. 15, man.
You learned the hard way how to do the real pull-out game.
Hasn't for
But I
most
still
men.
kept it in. And that's why I got a vasectomy, because now I can keep it in and I don't give a shit.
That's it.
Isn't for most men the natural thing to do instead of pulling out, going in deeper that last stroke?
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah, to feel that throbbing? That boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Because
Feel the bass.
I think that's our instinct is to get it closer to the egg to get it pregnant.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. No.
It's not a good instinct.
You just pull out and just jizz on the lips, you know, make it look like I don't know, baby powder that's wet. Just clumpy.
But then in the
Wet powder.
pre-fluid, but in the pre-fluid, it can
Pre-cum,
also be-
yeah. You know, when you about ready to bust, it gets like you know, you've all been there a little bit.
Yeah.
You get that sticky shit on the top, that's got
Yeah.
sperm in it. Just letting you know.
Yep.
Just letting you know. So that little moment, that's why you wait. Like if you have sex normally for 30 minutes, pull out at 10 minutes. I know it sucks, man, but at least, you know, you experienced it. Just don't be foolish. You know?
Yep. So
Or at
I
least
saw
get
people
a-
get burned.
like
I
a-
learned from their mistakes. That's it.
Or just get a vasectomy. You know, you can pay for one abortion or pay for half of an abortion with a vasectomy, and you will never have that problem.
Well, see, here's my thinking, right? Back then, I thought about that also, but I didn't do it because I was like, okay, I don't want kids right now. Maybe in the future, I might want to. So
Okay,
I'm
but
just-
now you don't, right? Okay, and you still knock the boots with your
He's
wife.
40 in
I
6
would
months.
assume.
I don't give a shit no more.
You would
What?
assume. I assume you still knock the boots with Danielle, right? You tear that pussy up. Okay. What do? You wear a condom?
No, I pull out.
And birth control or just pull out?
Both.
Oh, so you like double protected. So you got a firewall behind a firewall.
Yeah, basically.
And I also
But
get the
I
sense that at
I
this
am going to
point,
do that.
Spade,
I am going to do that, and I've gone through the steps of calling the guy actually 2 weeks ago, and I was told that there's a waiting list. So I'm either going to find somebody else or I'm just going to wait. So within the next 60 days, probably I should.
What,
be
that
good.
you're going to
Probably-
get? You're going to have 60 days, you're going to have a vasectomy?
Yeah, within 60
Good
days.
for you. Good for you, bro. I'm supportive. You know, make sure you bring your camera in and show me the stream. Bro, when you get it done, I guarantee you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna love it.
You know what's funny though? You say that though, bro.
First
I know
load,
too.
bro, coming out. I feel like you were plugged. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up, bro. That first load, it's probably subconscious. You're just like, and they tell you don't knock the boots. You know, the first couple times because you might have some jammies still stuck up in there swimming. Oh, I didn't waste no time.
I had 2 people. I know 2 people, 2 friends that have gotten it done, and they said that they were sick for a week. because of that. They couldn't move. They were in pain. So it's like I hear you say
not the move. You might get a little nauseous. Your testicles are a little bit more sensitive. You know, like when you like touch your balls and something, it hurts, or it like gives you an upset stomach. You'll feel that. You'll feel that. That is true for about 2 days. But
yeah, but they said they didn't go to work for a whole week.
They're fucking pussies, bro. Are they liberals? Are they transgenders? No. Okay. You know.
That's how I was like,
bro. And I'm telling you, that first load you get out, trust me. I wouldn't lie to you, Spin. I would tell you, don't do it.
You know? I'm not saying you were. I'm just
it's nice.
I was just having conflicting reports. One person saying it's good, another person saying it's bad. So
and before you know it, watch when you do it. Your girl's gonna tell you to keep it in because she's gonna like the way that feels. Watch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's beautiful. It's
I'm not.
Now 60 days. Look at you taking a plunge.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Okay.
I'm with it. Shit. I'm gonna be 40. I'm gonna be 40 in June. I don't.
What's wrong with being 40?
Huh?
What's wrong with being 40?
No, I'm saying like I'm gonna be 40 in June.
Yeah, I got that.
I don't want to be a newborn father at 40. Like, no, I don't want that shit. I don't want that headache.
I can't understand how people in their 40s or 50s having babies.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want that. I didn't want it when I was in my 20s. I don't think I want it in my 40s.
That's no good, man. That's no good. I ain't bring your daughter out somewhere and they're like, yo, wow, your granddaughter looks good. That's my daughter.
Sorry.
That's my girlfriend. Good job.
Nice. Okay.
That's what I would do. That's if I was old and my daughter was hot. That's my girl, bro. What you? Come here, suck my tongue. Yeah, I'm weird like that though. Incest is the best. Keeping it all in the family.
Like oh man. Like Lance's father-in-law had twins at 53. I can't imagine. Forget about twins. I can't imagine having one at 53. Imagine twins.
Yeah, you're gonna be 70. You're gonna be 70 when they're adults.
I'd have a heart attack and die. I'm telling you that I would force myself to have a heart attack to die because I would not live through that. No way. Hell no.
You ain't running after no kid when you got a cane. You're gonna trip them all the time.
I'm 40 if I want to do it.
You can throw a fucking tennis ball in the back of their head to stop them from running.
No. The tennis balls are on the walker.
Yeah, and you're gonna take it off and throw it at the kid.
Catch. I mean, fetch.
Yeah, go fetch. Go get it. Good job. Here, and I thought he's gonna throw it harder.
Now bring me back my cane.
All right, follow the drone. See the ball that's on it. Follow it. And now go get it. Dad, that's 5 miles away. I know.
I'll see you in an hour. Yeah, no, fuck that. No, not doing that. No. I know people that are close to my age, like 1 or 2 years younger, or 1 or 2 years older, and they have kids and they either are balding or they have so much white on them. And they're like, what do you do? I was like, what? And they're like, how are you still have all your, I was like, I don't have kids. That's my excuse. I'm not stressed off about kids. And this is why I still have my hair, my color, and everything. And I'm not worried about whites.
Yeah, there's no way. I'd say age cap for a man, 32, 35.
For kids.
Right? Yeah, for kids. And anything past that, that's a wrap, Jack.
Yeah. My dad was 28 when he had me and 33 when he had my sister.
General area. Yeah, David said he had a kid at 44. Fuck that.
No
it's
way.
Like having a kid right now. No way, dude. No way.
I'm not doing that shit. Good for
you know
guys.
What that's going to do to my wife's body? She's going to look like a Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. I don't want that
for men. For men, there's no physical limit, right?
Right.
No, yeah, you can be 9. You can be 106, and that jizz is still ready to populate. There's a message there, by the way. All right, there's a message.
I said that last time too when we were talking about the worth of a man versus a woman.
procreate. A woman is designed to birth the child. That's all that I'm saying. You take
Yeah.
that however you want to take that.
And when she gets too old, you have to get a newer model so you can.
Yeah, because she can't make babies. I need
Yeah.
an upgraded. I need a 2.0.
Yeah, or 2.
I can't. I need the car with air conditioning. I can't have the one that I have to roll the windows down. You know, we got to upgrade. It's to swap out. It's-
A car with windows.
yeah, I don't. That's why I've been divorced 4 times. It's funny. I was talking to a doctor the other day, and he says to me, he goes, "Hey, you know, looking at your record." Phew. I'm like, what's that about? I'm thinking he's talking about my medical problems, or it's like 3 wives. You know? So you like women? No, it's the exact opposite. I hate women. I have 3 wives. If I liked them, I would have stayed with the first one. That's the problem. I still wanted to ask him, and how many times you been married, gay guy? Because he was.
I bet you was.
Gay as a $3 bill. So everything's good on this end. How's everything seem? It's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
Did he cuff your balls and tell you to cough?
No, I didn't. It was telehealth, but I could imagine if it wasn't real life, he'd have been like, "Let me see your rectum." What has this got to do with compensation?
We have to make sure nothing's
We're
there.
talking about my mental awareness. I don't know about you sticking your finger in my ass to figure out how alert I am. I can promise you. I am very
You have a
alert.
medical degree? Who's the doctor here?
You see those shits on the wall? I know what I'm doing. Bend over and give me your asshole. All right,
This is
boss.
med school
Your ass.
101. You always have to bend over.
Don't cough. Just say, ooh. There you go.
Well, me and my husband have this thing.
What thing? What do you have?
He likes to watch when I do the exams. You don't mind, do you?
He's right there through the peephole.
See that plaque on the wall that kind of looks fake? It is. There's a person behind that. You're being filmed, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Have you guys all got your 40-year-old exam yet? Where they go up to your asshole?
Nope.
Haven't you guys
You haven't?
joined? You're like 26. Spade, you haven't either?
Nope.
I've had the colonoscopy, like with
Yeah.
the camera. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I was
I don't
out.
have that either.
Oh, you weren't awake and watching.
No. They completely take you out.
Did they give you the video afterwards?
No. I asked.
Wait, they can give you the video?
Yeah, and you could watch your
They
asshole.
record everything. Yeah.
Some people are into that, man. I mean, I've seen people play that at BDSM parties. Hey, put Jay's asshole on the screen, on the big screen, real quick.
But the one thing I regret doing is because afterwards they told me like the doctor that does the procedures is actually gay, but he was kind of walking into the room, but I'm still waking up. They gave me that information. I think it was, I don't know who was with me in the room back then that told me that, and he was walking into the room, and I said, "Oh, it must be nice to make your hobby into a profession. If you already like it, you're not working, right?" Because he's pushing stuff in assholes the entire time he's working. He didn't find that humorous. I don't know why. He didn't.
I would have thought that was funny.
Some people don't have a sense of humor.
I guess so. That's because he's got things up his ass.
Oh.
Oh, like a steak.
Oh. He's got jokes.
The only thing I know is you're in trouble if he's still feeling you out and he starts taking notes. Then there's something wrong.
Yeah, I would have got a video. I had a video of mine. I don't know where it is. Just weird, man. It's weird watching the camera. It's like, you know, when they snake pipes
Yes.
and they can see the camera and it's the same shit, just your asshole. And then you start getting concerned. What's that? Hey, go backwards. Go back. Can't go backwards, sir. It only goes forward. Just, all right, can we take it
Rewind.
back out and go back in again then? Because I think you passed some shit. No, that's what it was. It was shit. Oh, okay. Can you just hit it with the blade?
Go back
just
and
kinda...
take the first left instead.
Yeah,
of
make
right.
that. Yeah, instead of going right, go left this time and see that because that was dark. Yeah, that's your bladder. I know. Let's go check it out. We're in there.
At what age are you supposed to take these exams?
36. I got mine done.
So I'm almost 4 years late.
Have to drink something?
Yeah, you gotta drink that weird syrup shit, and that's the only thing you drink. And when I tell you it cleans you out, bro.
Did you feel lighter? Like,
oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. You gonna find things in your shit like you're gonna find a penny you swallowed at 6. Bro, it finds whatever is in your digestional tract and it's gone. Like I was shitting corn that I had 3 months ago. You know, like you.
Just felt bad for the.
What is that face for? What is that face for, Matthew?
I just felt bad for the nurse.
The thing is,
checking
and
up
then
on me.
no, but the chemical one.
Mine tastes like vanilla milk.
Oh no! And I had to. It was bitter, and you had to take
bitter.
a small bottle like this. You had to take it, and no longer than 15 minutes afterwards, you'd have to take 2 pills to stop it from working. And
So mine was
on
about
the-
a gallon jug, and you drink that. When you drink that, don't have any food. It gives you all your nutrients. And my God, bro, I'm telling you, yo, drink it on a toilet bowl. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's what I'm telling you right now.
So
I was on
intestines
the
are
toilet for
weird
the
or
entire
something?
night, and at a certain point, your bowels are empty, but you still have the cramps to go, and that's you're like sweating like an ox, and it hurts, and it wasn't a fun experience.
Well, I don't think it's designed to be fun. Nobody signs up to do it and gets a ticket for it, you know? Just one of those things you have to do.
Yeah,
I'd like a second, please.
Like in the weekend,
So what-
I'm bored. What do you want to do? Let's have a colonoscopy.
Well, what
We
happens if you don't do
ain't got
these
shit
things?
going on this weekend.
Oh.
What happens if you don't do these tests?
Nothing. You just might have some shit that you just don't know about, which is like tomorrow I got to do a blood test for like my cholesterol and shit. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. They're going to give me bad news. You got bad cholesterol. You got bad sugar. Okay. So you got to, and they'll see your white blood cell count. You might have cancer. You might have some shit. I guess the clarity, but at the same time, a lot of people don't want to know the clarity. They just, what happens, happens. You know? So
But
if
it
you don't
wasn't
get
a
it, you
fun
might
time.
have polyps in your colon that are developing into cancer. And then what?
Shit happens.
You ain't gonna say that when you're on a deathbed. Guarantee you that. You're gonna be like, I wish I would have drank that vanilla water that Jay told me about. Just
I would
saying.
have loved to have a tube up my ass right now. You can't.
Yeah, right? If you told me you could stick 5 tubes up my ass and I could live another week, let's get it. Nope.
Well,
It's too late.
and it like you have a nurse coming in to check your poop, right? You have to poop every time to actually look if it's clear enough. You can have the exam. For some reason, my intestines are all weird. You experienced it close, Jay. And then I had to drink like 3 or 4 gallons of that stuff until it finally. I was puking and was shitting at the same time.
Yeah, I was throwing
from the
up a
water.
lot. Yeah. Because it just forces your body. It's like a chemical. It's not bad for you. It just forces your body to dump
Was that the-
whatever is in there.
Was that the chalky stuff, Jordan?
No. It was. It's a weird flavor. I can't even put my finger on it. What kind of flavor it was? It wasn't bad. It's just
Thick.
I came
It
in.
was thick.
Yeah, it came in first to get started and drinking the formula, and I was the last one to get the exam because my intestines weren't clean enough. I just
Yeah,
kept
they'll
drinking it and
they'll
drinking.
tell you. They'll tell you when they see your shit. That's not good enough. Yeah, and it's not because they want it clean in there. It's just so that that shit doesn't clog up the camera and they can see what's inside. So they have to make it empty.
Oh, no, I agree. Otherwise, you can't see anything. It makes
they know you don't see shit. All you see is shit. I can't see shit. So you're telling me that it's clean? No, I see shit, so I can't see shit. Got it. All right.
So
you need me to go again?
This camera that they put in, is it covered with anything, or do they clean it?
Nah, bro, it's tiny. It's about that big. You sticking an 18650 up my ass?
No, this is 21700.
No, it's more like a pencil. Like a pencil.
Okay, so
like
we're
this.
looking like this, right?
Yeah,
so,
like this.
So it's okay. So it goes in, right?
Yeah.
Is there do they put like a condom over it, or do
There's
they
plastic
wash
over it? There's plastic
Oh,
over it.
there's a plastic. Okay.
Yeah.
And it goes in
plastic.
and it's long, and it went into a tub with disinfectant in it as well.
Yeah, it's like it's lit. They have ones that go through your whole body, come out of your ass and out through your mouth.
Ugh, that's weird. I don't want to do that.
They clean those, mate. They clean those.
Yeah, they got ones that go.
That was my question. Like, how do they clean it? Like, do they just put it in like when you go with dentists?
Well, they
right?
use your mouth. Your mouth is the sanitizer. We're just gonna go through the other end now and just clean it off. We don't have any disinfectant left.
No thanks. Pass.
That's why
Clean it off on the white apron and use it on the next guy. Good enough.
Well, the camera pro was kind of cool, right? You just took it and it recorded the entire travel through.
And then you have to
everything.
shit it out. Then you have to shit it out and give it back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have ones now. When my son was doing, and this was 2009, to do the throat surgery, they didn't bother doing an endoscopy. They just gave him a pill, and then they have like a magnet, like a tracker, and as it's going down your throat, they stop it. They push your chest and they stop it so they can take pictures of it. And then they push it down, and you're wide awake. Push it down, stop it, take a picture. Like they tap it twice, and then they take it, tap it twice, and then it goes in your bowels, and then they'll take pictures. They tap it hard, like it's got a sensor on it, and then it activates and it takes a picture, like a snapshot on a. It was pretty fucking cool.
That's gotta feel weird, though, no?
No,
yeah,
you're
but
not feeling. Think about when you have swallow a pill. You don't feel it past your throat. You don't feel it.
Yeah, but when you're tapping it to pull it down or wherever it's going to go, you should be able to.
No, it's like it's got like a magnet on it. So when they tap once, it stops. It taps it again, takes the picture, stops, and it drops. So it's got a little sensor inside of it. And this, bro, we're talking that big, small, man,
the size of a pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least you don't have a thing. Triggering your gag reflex all the time.
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's not, it sounds bad and you would think it hurts, but he was wide awake. Like, didn't feel anything aside from swallowing the pill. And you can't swallow it with water. You have to swallow it with your mouth. So that's the difficult part. So you got to kind of put it in the back of your throat and hope you don't gag while you swallow it. Yeah, I can't do that shit. That's hard. In America, when they do the endoscopies through the front, they just use like a chloroseptic on your throat. They do it while you're wide awake.
To numb it out?
Yeah, I'm good. Nope. Every time they've tried that, you're gonna have to put me out, bro. I gag the second that touches the back of my tongue. I don't give it. And then you see them moving it. No. Nope.
Last time they tried.
You want to go through the ass instead? We could do that while I'm awake. We could go backwards. I'm fine with that. Just my ass isn't gonna gag.
A little more.
That's it. And rotate the blade. That a little bit faster. Good. All right, move on. Yeah. Women got to do it earlier though. They got to look for those polyps in that vagina in like the 20s, 25, 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, and they get that beautiful shot that stops them from getting ovarian cancer, but they have to get it before 25. Anything past that's too late. Not interesting. You have to be 25. Why?
Yeah.
Why? What happens at 26? Why? Huh.
They probably calculate it, and then the risk goes up or something. at a certain age, and they just compiled the data and they went with 25.
The average is 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
an average.
probably.
Something.
I mean, and I'm probably giving you a leeway. You can probably do it at 30. It's just the safest at 25.
But because you always have that one girl. Oh, was it 25? I thought it was 35. Oh.
Here, fuck it. I'm gonna give you the shot, but we might give you cancer. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. 50-50 shot. I'm willing to take it.
What happens if you do it earlier though? Nothing, right?
They won't detect anything because 40 is when a man's body starts to develop ailments.
Okay.
It used to be 50, like what John's saying in chat. It used to be 50, but they changed that to 40. Yeah, 40 years old. I mean, you don't have to do it. You could just, you know, when Lance did it, they sent him a little kit and he pooped in a bowl and he sent the bowl back with the poop in it.
Wait, so they can figure it out from that? So why even stick something in your butt then?
Yeah, they can. Dude, so many ways to do it. The pill, the scope, the poop.
So why even bother with the scope then? If you could do it from the guys.
Well, let's just say you do the poop. You see the poop. You see a problem. Now we got to go in with a scope because we have to see what is the problem. What do we got? What is up there?
Okay.
If
That's
it's already in the
I
poop,
understand
it's usually not too late, but it's in a further process already. If they put in the camera and they see the development of it, they can step in right away.
Yep.
If it's already detected in your poop, that's not.
Yeah, if you get cancer at stage 4, bro, just chalk it up.
No, just
it's over.
do what you want.
That's it. No, I don't care what they put you through. Good luck. Stage 1, stage 2, you're good. Take a couple pills, you kill it.
Yeah.
Or put it into
3 and
remission.
4 is the difficult stages.
Remission.
3.
The 3 is like not a 50-50, but it's.
You even have stage 5 that a lot of people don't know about. Stage 5 cancer.
What is that? Like you got a week to live?
No, stage 5 is the development to where, let's just say your liver, you have liver cancer. What is it? 95%? 95% and above, it's all cancer cells. Stage 5. Yeah, that's a wrap. Just like this 4th degree burns, and everybody always says 3rd degree. 4th degree is the worst. That's where you see the bone. Yeah, so you get it done, man. You know, whatever. Your first test, the blood test, they see what your cell count is. Oh, every time I go, I always got high white blood cells, and that's never a good sign. That's your body is trying to fight something.
Yep.
You know, and then they'll do further tests, X-rays, MRIs. I gotta get all these X-rays and shit and MRIs done on my head because of sinusitis and asthma from the burn pit. So I have to put my head in some weird CAT scan thing.
Well, it's the thing that spins around, right? That take like sort of like they did at
It's kind of like an MRI. Yeah, sort of like sort of like that. Yeah.
The noisy thing.
Yeah. I should ask them to do my whole body, try to figure out where the round went. It's the ruse.
Yeah.
Go down to the feet. It's behind your right kneecap. Oh, there it is. Can we get it? Did you hear? Spade or
Maybe
no?
it's in your toe. That's why your toe's busted. Maybe it went to your toe.
Maybe.
It's in your left ass cheek now.
That's got to be the worst, though, man. You go in for some shit. I told you about my Aunt Brenda, right? So she goes in for the craziest story. Like you hear this in, well, I don't know about in movies, but so she goes in because she has a UTI, regular urinary tract infection. She goes in there like, oh, wow, okay, we're going to heal you for your UTI. And they do a scan of her ovaries for the UTI, what was causing it, and find out she had stage 4 cancer, and she died.
Ooh. Yeah. Same thing with my uncle. My uncle went for a regular checkup from his insurance company, right? Because he was changing insurance companies. And he went for a checkup, and that was in February, right? By April, he was dead.
That is fucking wild, bro.
He died from prostate cancer. You hear shit
like that makes you not want to go get a checkup.
Exactly.
Like,
that's why.
You're going to tell me I got stage 5 cancer.
Yeah, because there's one thing you're never gonna be able to study is what does it do with you mentally once you know. Is it better not to know and then you just walk around with it, or now you do know and you stress
You're
yourself
worried.
out about it?
Yeah, but at a certain
no way
point,
to
you're
test
always
it.
gonna know. At a certain point, you're gonna know.
Yeah, of course.
Not
But
always,
there's
bro. Not like with my aunt. She didn't know she had stage 4 cancer, and she died in the hospital 3 months later. Never left the hospital. Went in for UTI and died.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah. My uncle went for a checkup and died.
You don't know anything is wrong. Nothing. You just, hey, you got cancer, by the way. What? Run the check again. No, we ran it 4 times. It's we can run it another 4, but
yeah, but
that's good.
See, here's the thing: did she die of the
Eazy-E.
cancer?
It's like Eazy-E. You heard about Eazy-E, right?
Yeah.
You seen the movie Straight Outta Compton or no?
Yeah.
Great
I
movie.
know
by the
what
way.
it is.
Yeah. So yeah, he just got fucking AIDS. He went to the hospital because he passed out in the middle of doing a song, and he fucking died in the hospital. You just don't know, bro. When it's your time, it's your time.
But see, with cancer, is it this is what I find people don't understand is like, did the cancer actually kill you, or was it the treatment that you were doing for the cancer that what killed you?
No, the cancer killed
you.
Because chemotherapy is harsh on your body.
Radiation is even worse.
And the radiation too. So, and that's the
but
funny
they
thing.
usually
Most
do
people
one or
think-
the other. They don't do both. Like
my father did both. He did
Yeah,
pills.
that-
He did the
okay.
pills and the radiation.
So, but his chemo was injection or pills?
He did the pills, and he was going in for injection.
For chemotherapy, so he's doing two different treatments of chemo.
Yeah, because they
So when
they
did
had
they
him
catch
on
the
some shit
cancer?
that
In 4?
No, he did both. He was taking pills at home.
All right, I got that. When did they catch his stage, and what stage was it caught in?
Oh, it was like
Had to be late.
It was like 3 or something like that.
Yeah, had to be late because
he had brain cancer, and the only reason he found out was because he had a headache, and his headache wouldn't go away.
See, but I don't get the had to be late part, because my granddad, he had images taken from his chest and everything. 14 days later, he wasn't feeling all too well, shortness of breath and stuff. Went back into hospital. His right lung was infested with cancer. His left lung was still good of it. And less than 14 days later, he was dead. They call it flying cancer. They didn't even try to give him chemo or whatever. The only thing they gave him was pain medication. So in a month, he was gone.
Was it because maybe he was old age and they didn't want to do that?
What was he? 60s? I don't know, 70s. No, it was just, there was nothing. It's a very fast-going cancer. And they kept doing tests and exams on it, and we went like, is there still a chance? No. Why are you doing all these exams and whatever? Oh, we know next to nothing of this type of cancer.
I just wanted to give an update. I had to look it up because the reason why I know stage 5 cancer is because of my mom. But it's stage 0, which is cancer, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. So it's 5 stages of cancer. Depends on the cancer, dictates what level it goes up to. Like stage 0 is the very beginning. We see a couple cancer cells, we're going to take them out.
Right.
And stage 4 is, because it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes 0, 1 through 4.
So then
And 0
it's
is
6.
What's that?
And in total, I didn't know there was a 0. So in total, there's 6 stages then. If you count
No.
0 as the stages.
No, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3,
Oh, okay.
0,
I
4,
thought
stage 5.
okay.
But there are 6. There's a kidney cancer that goes to stage 5. So that would mean that there's 6 stages because you got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages. Yeah. But they say stage 5 cancer. Yeah, it's bad shit, bro. It's bad shit. And I think as we get older, we care more about it. You know, you're young, you don't give a shit.
Maybe that's why we care so much about it. We put it in our heads that we're going to have it,
and that's
when we have
why.
it.
And then that's why people are like, oh, when we're young, we're like, if I ever get to a point where I have to take pills to survive, I don't want to do it. Okay, your body doesn't want you to quit. If it wanted you to quit, you would have been dead already. So you take the pills anyway. Look at Matthew. Matthew takes pills to survive, and he takes pills to be fucking dead right now.
Yep.
Well, it also Yeah, you worrying about it doesn't change the fact.
No, but if you're young, you think you're indestructible and gonna live forever.
I never thought that.
You know what? You know what fascinates me is the fact that, like, I'll give you an example. Like with my father, when they cut open his head so they can cut it out the first time, it was the size of a golf ball.
Oh, they tried to cut it out of his head.
Yeah, they cut it out of his head. So that was the first time. So they cut it out, and it was the size of a golf ball. Wow. And within 3 months, when he went back for a checkup, it was the size of a baseball again. How does it grow that fast?
So they didn't get the whole thing then.
That's what I'm saying. Like it aggravated it so much that it's like, oh, you tried to cut me out. Now I'm going to grow faster.
Cancer. That's the thing with cancer is if you irritate those cells, they're going to spread more.
Mm.
Wait, did something change? I mean,
what do you mean?
Everything starts progressing like it's his brain. Did some parts of his personality change, or?
No. Nothing changed. No, he was fine.
How long did he live after they found the cancer?
So he found it when he was 61. He was dead by 63. So 2 years.
So when he died so when he started at 61, was there a point during that 61 to 63 where it went away? Went into remission? It was undetectable, or it was always detectable?
No, it was always detected.
Wow. It's a good life though, 63. It's adequate. It's not 50s, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little short, but
compared to what most people live nowadays, yes, it was short. But at the same time, though, 63 is a good life.
You got people dying at 20, bro. 18.
Yeah, exactly. 17, you got people dying when they're born. They didn't even get to live. So yeah, but I was just so surprised when we go in there and they're like, oh, it's the size of a golf ball. Okay. And then a few months later we come back and they're like, oh, it's now the size of a fucking baseball. And I was like, how the hell did that happen?
The fact that it was operable though, what did they do to get the brain out? Did they go through the nose or did they cut the top of his head off?
No, they cut the top. They cut the top over here. They opened it up. They didn't open much. And they cut it out and they sewed it all back together again like as if nothing happened.
So it was at the surface of the brain.
Yeah, that's good. That it wasn't in a core. Yeah,
and that's why he was getting headaches. He was getting headaches because of that.
See, I get headaches all the time, so that tells me I got cancer. But that's not that. See that you can't go by that shit. That's like WebMD, man. You got an itchy toe, and all of a sudden you got fucking genital warts. How? Yeah. How does that got to do with my toe, bro?
That's the thing, though. He was complaining for 3 days. He was complaining that he had a headache. That
it was just a surge of a headache. Okay.
Yeah, it was a surge, and then he was on a step ladder, and I was right underneath him on the step ladder, and he was like almost like he felt like he was getting dizzy. So he came down. And I was like, okay, let's just go to the doctor. Forget about everything else. We'll go to the doctor and see what's up. Maybe he was because my dad was also taking blood thinners because he had a stroke 20 years ago. So I thought maybe it was something like that. So when we go to the doctor and then after 24 hours, they tell us, oh, he's got brain cancer. We're like, okay. And my dad used to go to the doctor all the time to make sure that he was okay. And somehow they still caught it late. That's what annoys me.
But the spade, it goes into that thing, man. Is
if it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
That's it. That's it, bro. That's as sad as that is. That there's no doctor. There's no miracle drug. When your time is up, man, your time is up.
That's it.
With or without a doctor. It's quite literally that simple. How long did he go from a doctor to not seeing a doctor to where he got diagnosed? Was it a year? Was it 6 months? Was it
months? He he went to the doctor all the time. He was going to the doctor all the time.
Was he a healthy man?
He had a stroke. He had glaucoma.
Was he healthy?
He had so many things.
Was he healthy though? Was he out of weight?
He was
out of shape.
He had what's called a dad bod.
Okay, I think the versions of dad bods have changed over the years. Because we've tried to glorify it because we're a bunch of fatties. What do you consider your bod?
Oh, I'm above dad bod.
So you're what, grandpop?
Sure.
Grandpop bod? Okay, because I was going to say you can't have a dad bod because you're not a dad.
No, my dad was
so you
like
got the uncle belly.
My dad,
Got the underbelly.
he was 5'11". My dad was 5'11" and like maybe like 200, 220 around there.
Okay. So, yeah.
So he was not fat. He was a little chunky. That's all.
Wow. Could be all those blood thinners he was on too. When you start introducing medicine, those can cause cancer. You're trying to tell your body.
His mother had his mother had breast cancer in the 60s.
Not related.
And they
Not
cut
related.
it out, and it was okay.
Not related.
Well, they say that cancer isn't everybody. It's just
that's not true.
How long it takes to
Not
happen.
true. Not true.
Oh, we just looked that up recently, right?
Yeah, we were just
In the
talking about
photo?
that the other day in Discord. I was under that impression too that you just have to activate those cells. It's not true. Some people
Right.
have no cancer in their bodies, and something introduces that cell into the body. That could be medicine, it could be a shot, it could be cars, it could be
Processed
anything.
food.
Yeah. That'd be interesting if you get cancer from a food.
Well, from processed
They always
foods, I
say-
would think so.
Really?
They always say
think
it's
so?
way of life. I always say it's way of life, but that's also not accurate because you have people who drink, smoke, eat meat their entire lives and live life to the fullest, and they never get cancer.
High fat, low fiber diets may increase the risk of many cancers, including bowel, lung, prostate, and uterine cancers. So bladder.
I mean, my dad was a smoker, but he quit when he was in his early 30s.
Yeah, but brain cancer is not typically a thing of smoking.
Yeah, right.
That's not that.
So-
But then
No, but I'm
doctors
saying,
will
like,
tell you
it
that
could
they're
help.
related, but it's not related. Brain cancer has nothing to do with smoking cigarettes, man.
Throat and lung cancer, and
Yeah.
even throat cancer,
And
more
heart.
from drinking
Heart
hard
disease.
liquor than
Sure. Not smoke. I would no. I don't care what doctor tells me that. I don't believe it. I don't see how your brain and cigarette smoking has got anything to do with each other. But okay.
Well, I mean, everything goes through your body, right? So maybe it.
But
aggravated-
nicotine for your body is good. Look it up.
Right, I know
They
that.
use
Tomatoes
it in-
have nicotine.
Yeah, they use nicotine. I think in Germany, nicotine therapies to fix Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. Like studies, like they actually do it. They give injections of nicotine, like through saline solutions. It's proven.
and not everything from your body goes through your brain either, Spade, because you have something called the blood-brain barrier, and certain things just don't get into your brain.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well,
That's-
if you need an extra motivation to actually reconsider your lifestyles right now, apparently vegans get less cancer.
I for some reason I believe that. I feel like that would be accurate. Vegans, I mean,
They usually die before the cancer takes a hold, right? I mean,
yes.
They're dead before the cancer can kill them.
Here's a better question: how many people do you know? I've thought about this many years. Can you tell me that you've ever met a 600-pound? You've seen the show 600-Pound Life or whatever, those really obese people. When's the last time you ever seen an obese person at 80 years old?
Never.
When I'm saying obese, I'm talking about like Shatter Dome obese, like massive. Never.
Talking about 400 or 500 pounds. If
Yeah,
more.
never.
Blair White video, Jordan.
Yeah.
Well, you know why?
What?
I mean, look at all that weight they have to go through.
What about Blair White?
Try walking around in that, you're
You
stressing
guys are
yourself
watching
out.
Blair White now?
Always.
You'd
There
fuck the
was
shit.
a
You'd
short-
fuck the shit out of her. I know you would. I know you would.
Before you knew he was trans.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say, Matthew?
Before, if I didn't know, and it was all
You know now.
Okay.
You know now. You wouldn't stick a Jimmy in her jammy.
You would.
no, because she
Everyone would.
still has a
No,
Jimmy
I'm
Jam
not talking
instead
about
of-
the other. I'm talking about the other jammy.
Oh no, thanks.
Fuck you all day.
No.
Shit. We can
So
rub balls.
that video that you
So-
guys are talking about, that video where she sits there and she's like, fatty, dead, that one,
Yeah,
right?
that one.
You know how
That
many
one.
people I saw share that? And I messaged them. I was like, because these guys are super ultra conservative. I was like, yeah. And when you realize that she's a man, dead. And then they all deleted the posts because because I told them that woman was a man, or used to be a man.
Oh, I didn't see this video you guys are talking about.
Matthew, do you have it?
It's a short.
It's a short. I have it somewhere. I'll look it up because it's good.
Is it new or is it old?
All she does. It's, I don't know. I've seen it in the last 2 weeks. I've seen it almost at least once a day.
Yeah.
Everyone be sharing it. And I literally told people, I was like, that's a dude or was a dude. And they're like, oh shit. And then they delete it. Like, oh, what?
Is it fat acceptance is the problem? Blair White X?
Probably.
Yeah, it's got to be.
That. It's a short.
Oh, it's got to be this one you're talking about. This one?
Yes. That's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Watch it.
That doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
Which didn't last long because she died.
Fat acceptance activists have been really quiet since this clip.
She's not wrong.
We're fat phobic now at the moment, so.
Look, I realized I'm fat. That's why I started working out. I've been slacking this past fucking week. But
I do not agree with the statement at all. You could say, I could lose a couple of pounds. I will agree with that. That is fat. That is dangerously, absurdly fat.
yeah, and if you go to a doctor in America and they say you're obese, and then I say, you see that guy in the waiting room that looks like he's 4 of me? What is he? He's obese. Okay, we're not in the same bracket. I'm putting it out there. If we can both get naked, I can fit in the mirror. He can't. Okay, he's got to take 6 steps back.
He can't.
Right. You see how I can bend down and tie my shoes and get out of breath? Yeah, that tells me I'm out of shape.
He's barely a landman at that point.
I weighed myself today, man. I went down to 248. Now I'm at 251 again. The fuck, bro? But I just got to work out. Got to work out more, man. I've been slacking with this website and this business. That's, not making excuses. I just got to get back on the trail. That's it. Whatever. Is what it is. I do something about it. These people that just say fat body positivity. So if someone smokes cigarettes, that's your thing too. So you shouldn't judge somebody for that. We're all judgmental. Everybody judges everybody.
Of course.
True.
I feel like
but there's a small difference, Jay. If I'm addicted to cigarettes, I wouldn't go out and promoting it as healthy. I've always known that it was a health risk for me.
Sure.
I didn't promote it. These people are out here to look. I'm just positive and I'm looking jolly and everyone should accept me. Well, we do accept you, but we'll never acknowledge that you're actually healthy. You're dangerous.
No, I don't think anybody. However, though, there are some big dudes that are, like power men, like Eddie Hall or Brian Shaw. Like they are big dudes, man, and they're taking in 15,000. You ever seen that video where he takes in 16,000 calories in a day?
But they're not fat, right? They're just muscle.
Well, you
what
see
is this
them
dude's
take their
name?
shirt off. They're not six-packing it.
No, but it's not dangerously obese.
And in the eyes of BMI, you would be obese.
But BMI is outdated, though.
It is. It is very outdated. Very outdated.
That's
This shit hasn't been
somebody-
updated since '63.
Right. Like that's say, okay, so I'm 6'3", you're 6'2", but we're supposed to be at 160 pounds. We would look deathly ill.
They want me
if
to be
we-
185 pounds at 6'1". You
Yeah.
must
Would
be
look
out of your
deathly ill.
fucking tree. You want me to lose 60 pounds, bro? Really? 60? From where? Where are we getting that from? My stomach ain't. I remember going to the doctor one time and they were like, they said, you've got way too much weight in your upper body. I said, okay, I'm 20, 30 pounds. No. How much? And then she like puts her hands around my stomach and this is about 60 pounds you could lose. 60 pounds.
No way. My stomach is 60 pounds? Get the fuck out of here.
Lady, listen. Can we just put my leg on a scale and let's weigh that? Okay, and let's do the other leg. Okay. So that's 106 pounds. You're telling me? Okay, makes it like how much do your organs weigh? Remember we looked this up. Your organs are light, bro.
Yeah.
So are your bones. You think they're heavy. They ain't as heavy as what you think they are. My scale's one of those advanced ones, so it tells me how much fat I have. So I should bring you downstairs to show you this. It makes me feel so bad when I get on that scale. Because it says real weight, 155 pounds.
Okay.
Because scales now, they test, like through the electricity, like they send the pulses to see how much is interference. 155 pounds, bro. Real weight. So I guess I could be 185. 155 pounds? It tells me I got like 52% body fat. Jesus. So I'm half a meatball.
Nice.
Real weight? You couldn't have labeled that? I got so offended.
Practical and
what
impractical.
Do you tell me I'm fat without telling me I'm fat. 155 is what you're supposed to weigh.
What we need to do is invest in like a body positive scale.
You're doing it. You're on your way to 400. You could do it.
You stand on it. It says, "Hey, sexy, welcome back." And then
it's good to see you from down here.
Please refrain from putting more than one person on the scale at the same time.
Yeah, but see, even looking at this dude at 6 foot, 220 pounds, my body is not built like this. Like, look at this guy. That's 6'1", 220. That's 6'1", 220.
Oh,
that's 185. That's 185 at 6 foot.
Well, they say muscle weighs more than fat, right? So that 20 pounds heavier, and he looks like that.
That's what you want my body to look like, bro?
Like these people that look like that, like all they do is work out. Like you can't have anything else to do in your life.
And they probably have an extensive dietary plan they're on as well.
Right.
Don't underestimate that.
I'd be okay if I looked like him on the left.
Same.
I'd be happy.
Same. I'll take
like
that.
A son in the same room.
I don't need a 6-pack. I can go to the store and buy a 6-pack. I don't need to look like a 6-pack.
Well, we all got 6-packs. It's just covered with ice right now. It's just
right. Well, mine's more of a keg.
The good thing is that if we ever go to cold environments, which we seem to avoid, is I have to wear less clothes than you do.
There you go.
I permanently have a jacket on. The problem is,
and your body has resources to keep burning, so you're hotter than the other person.
See, that's how.
If there's ever a famine, I will last longer than you.
No, not that, Spade. Our carbon footprint is smaller. No sweatshops that needs to make extra sweaters for me in the winter. I'm good. I don't.
I like your spin on this. I like your spin. I like your spin. All the fats that you won't eat, I do, because there has to be a way to get rid of them, and I'm doing a favor for you.
That's it.
Because
I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you.
I'm gonna go have some bacon now.
It's like those people that do those meat diets, bro. That can't be healthy. I understand you think that that's good, just carnivore, and there's people that swear by it, but there's not enough of studying.
Great protein.
Yeah, for some people it seems to help with certain diseases or ailments, and they get rid of it by doing the all carnivore diet.
Yeah,
it's also the opposite. I know people who have gone vegan, who have had health problems, and now they don't have them anymore. Like for instance,
as a vegan,
our mayor, right? Yeah, our mayor Eric Adams.
Vegan is healthier, hands down.
Huh?
Vegan is healthier, hands down. You're going to lose weight on vegan.
Right. You lose weight, and he got rid of his cancer, and then he went back to meat again. He's still cancer free.
Man, if a doctor told me I had to go vegan, bro, oh my god.
In one day, I would have 50 pounds of meat.
It would be the same as a doctor telling Spade that he can cure him, but the pill has to be taken with a fish stick. Yeah.
Oh, he'd be swallowing those fish sticks like they were French fries, bro. There'd be no fish sticks left on the plate. He would start investing in fish. What kind of stocks have to do with fish? Look, Red Lobster. I'm gonna put all my money in that stock because I'm gonna buy so much.
I'm gonna start a fish farm.
Should we fry him? No. I'll have him straight out of it.
Oh man, unbelievable!
Wow.
Yeah, but
to be fair,
it
it's
all
been a
depends
while
on
since we
the
made
circumstances, right?
Well, I think no matter
Say
what,
that
if you go
now.
vegan, you're gonna lose weight. I would find it hard to believe that you're not having any carbs. You're not having any. Do they eat bread?
Have to lose weight.
Do vegans
No, you can't eat bread. Well, it has to be with no eggs and no oils and shit like that.
No milk.
Yeah.
You know how dry that bread's gonna taste? That's gonna be like eating a piece of chalk. You got anything I can shake? Wait, can you drink alcohol as a vegan?
Yes, because it's made out of plants. All alcohol is vegan.
Really?
It's made out of potato. Tequila is made out of agave. Whiskey is made out of wheat. It's all vegan.
You can't have one of those creamy Genevers. That's not gonna work.
Right. You can't have
Or
what
Baileys.
is it called?
Yeah, something with like some kind of milky consistency is
Yeah.
gonna have something from an animal in it. That's interesting though. Oh, maybe vegan is the way to do it, bro.
Meat tastes so good though.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. If I had to do anything, I'd go pescatarian, 100%. Where you do fishes and shellfish and plants and vegetables. I would do that. I could do that and cut out meat, 100%.
No. No.
Well,
Would you go vegan if you would
say
live
that
a
now.
year longer?
How much?
Yeah, that
A year.
circumstances.
Okay, but the question is so to follow up with that, does that mean I'm going to die in a year? Or does that mean I might die at 64 to 65?
64 to 65. Let's
And
say
I'm-
you
no,
have
I'm
to
not
go
gonna do
vegan
it.
now.
No.
And you if you keep eating meat, you still have 25 years to live.
Yeah,
If you
no, I'll
don't,
go
you
with the
have-
meat. Now, if you told me I got 1 year left unless I go vegan, you best believe I'm investing in a lot of asparagus.
Yeah. If they say you can beat the cancer, but you have to go all vegan, and then you will be good for how long? You're changing diets.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone.
Would you
But then
do? Would you too, Jordan?
Yeah.
But after a few years or a few months or whatever, you can still go back to meat, right?
So why risk it then?
Yeah, if you're already
That's
adapted
the
to
point.
that, and
You're
that's
used to it then.
Yeah, I mean, you still have French fries and shit. You just can't have.
You can't compare a medium rare steak with a king oyster mushroom steak. It's not the same. They make it taste and look similar.
Okay, but the argument
meat
is that
better.
one, your life is being prolonged. You're getting to live longer and enjoy life longer.
But I enjoy by eating the meat.
Okay, I don't want to wish any ill will towards you. I don't, Spade. I'm just saying that if a doctor said to you, listen, you got cancer from eating all this meat, you best believe you will stop eating meat. That's all I'm saying to you. You can deny that and be as stubborn as you want.
We'll see.
When that is put in front of you, your whole mindset will change. Then you get people that get lung cancer and continue to smoke, but I think that's I think that's because it's so far gone they can't fix you. You might as well smoke the fucking cigarette, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
With the air tank, the air tank and a squeaky wheel, and then they go outside and they're okay.
You're already on your way out. Why not?
Just keep doing it. Yeah, like what do you call it? My mother-in-law's father. He died at almost 90 years old, and he was a heavy cigar smoker. He was a heavy cigar smoker, and they told him, I believe it was lung cancer he had, and that's what he died from. But he was almost 90, and he was smoking 1 or 2 cigars a day. Even if he stopped, what is he going to gain? 6 more months?
Lance, to answer your question, if it was a green bean diet, I would do it. If it's to save my life, there's no limitations. Bananas, whatever. Like if you're telling me,
Spain would eat fish sticks.
Absolutely, you're not gonna have any limitations, bro. I mean, Matthew's a great example. You think he wants to be on all these fucking pills and feel funny and feel weird, right? But you live life and you want to live. You wanna you take the pills that they tell you to take. It sucks, but life is so precious, man. You get one shot. You know, if they tell you gotta go vegan, you go get another. I don't even know. Depending on if they show the X-ray, you see all these pink dots. Yeah, there's about 3,000 of them. That's cancer. So,
well, if they tell you can't have sugar anymore, are you still gonna do the sugar? Nope.
Oh,
it's the same thing.
Bro, everything has fucking sugar in it.
Yeah,
everything.
But varying degrees, though.
Yeah, and then what do you consider sugar? Diet? Are we talking about raw sugar? Are we talking about like sucralose, stevia, which they still don't know what that shit does to you.
Sugar. I mean, if they tell you can only have that amount, or you can't have sugar anymore, or you're gonna die. You're gonna find ways to not have sugar.
I'm not a sweets guy. I'm a savory guy. So.
But Jay's right.
So are you eating? Are you vaping on chicken fried steak?
What are you? No, but there's a difference, though.
No, there's not a difference. No.
Yes, there is. Because they don't make chicken fried steak vape. They don't make chicken fried steak.
Yeah, sure they do.
But there's sugar in there.
Sure. You could fucking get lo mein flavored vape. Sure.
No, you can't.
Did I ever tell you what I did? So listen, true story. When I was mixing e-liquid, a guy comes into my shop. He goes, "What kind of food vapes do you have?" So that sparked an interest to me. This is a true story. I made a rotisserie chicken, but in the oven. So it didn't rotate, just an oven-baked chicken. I took the fluids at the end of it, and I ran it through a bunch of filters, and I mixed it with VG, and I vaped it. It was vapable. It was also very disgusting. If you can imagine every time you take a hit and it tastes like chicken, you're going to start to hate chicken like tomorrow. But this is weird.
What did it taste like, though? What did it taste like?
Chicken oil.
It really did.
Yes. Chicken oil.
I don't know.
Disgusting. If you took a beef bouillon cube and put it inside a VG, you'd be able to vape that. It would also be rancid.
But it would be bad for you, no?
How do we know that vape's not bad for us?
Is there bacon flavored vape?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen bacon flavored ones. I've seen and I've tried and I don't like at all.
How do you know that vape is not bad for you? How do you know that? I'll tell you because I got a pulmonary test February 2nd. I'll tell you how my lungs are. And then when I put those studies online, I'm be like, look, I'm not the news vape people. Here's actual results.
Okay, looking at your results from vaping, right? How much cleaner or clearer would they be if you didn't smoke? That would be a great question to ask a doctor because
I did a pulmonary test after smoking from vaping. Okay. I did that back in 2009, 2010. So that was smoking. And then I did one in 2015. That was vaping. And now I'm doing one in 2024. So you'll be able to see the differences between the 2015 one and 2024 one. And that's only vaping. There's no smoking.
The last one I did, I couldn't even see I had smoked before. So
there you go. So that proves that.
Wow.
Well,
it's better.
It's better for your lungs.
Well, that's what smoking does. It ruins your lungs, right? That's what everyone is arguing about, right? Smoking ruins your lungs, right?
Well, in theory, neither of those would be good, right? Neither.
Yes, but what's better?
Less bad.
Less bad, yeah. It's just like it could be better if you're vegan, but you're still a meat eater, so it's okay.
I wonder how much weight you would shed if you went vegan for a month.
Probably like 10 pounds, 20 pounds, maybe more. Actually more. Because the amount of food you would have to eat to supplement, the amount of vegetables you would have to eat to supplement the food that you're eating.
See, I don't understand how you get full off of plants. There's no fat in it. Because fat is what fills you up.
Because you ever eat so much that you're like, oh, I'm tired of eating?
No. No. That's something an obese person would say. Man, my jaw hurts. Why? I've been chewing for 3 hours. You're a fucking fatty.
I'm tired of eating. If you
oh my God, bro, I'm exhausted. Why? Been eating for the past 5 hours. I've never, no.
Well,
No.
When you're vegan, you eat a lot of nuts, right? Peanuts, that has a lot of proteins and stuff that could fill you up. Like think about whenever you're hungry and you grab a peanut butter jelly sandwich, right? It's got.
Oh, that's so bad for you.
What, PB&J's?
It's so bad.
You still need
so much
fat
sugar.
things.
So
Still need fat. A body can't survive without.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where you're getting fat from if you're just eating a bunch
Peanut
of
butter.
plants.
Peanut butter has saturated fats.
That's bad.
Oh,
yeah, then probably stuff that
Monosaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats are good.
Okay, sorry, got it.
No, sad
Okay.
fats are bad, bro. That's bad for your heart.
I'm gonna go throw out my peanut butter.
Wow,
now.
bro,
That's
you
what
just
makes
said
me
it's
fat.
got saturated fats in it. It's great. Good.
I'm gonna
So
go
you're
throw it
saying
out.
it's terrible for you. Got it. Yeah, you want mono and poly.
Got it.
Monosaturated and polyunsaturated. Or polysaturated as well works. But you're not going to find that because it's cooked.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna go
we
first
could
thing I do
try
when we
it.
finish here. I'm gonna go throw out my peanut butter.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, okay.
And then we go vegan.
I'm gonna have a
for a month?
spoonful before I throw it out.
How much for you guys to go vegan? Full out vegan, bro. Full out. Balls to the wall.
Actually, that can't be.
I just. If you want
What?
to do it, then we'll do it. It's just.
What are you shaking your head
Let
at?
Spade
Matthew?
come up with like a crazy amount of money.
No,
Like 10K
no,
or
why?
No,
something.
there. See, you can't do that. I can't give you that because look, honestly and truthfully, as
I
much
would
as I
only want
love
it
meat
that
and
way.
everything like that, I don't have it as much as people think. During the week, it's mostly either pastas or vegetables anyway. I don't always have meat.
That's what you
It'll
need
be
to
like
cut
maybe
out. It's
two-
pasta, bro. All the starches.
pasta all the time.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
That
But
shit's
again,
so bad for you.
if you're vegan, you could still have pastas. You just have to get the vegan versions,
Oh,
which is basically unflavored.
No,
If the outside of the packing has the same or tastes better than what you're supposed to eat, you're doing something wrong. You know that, right?
you're saying if the cardboard tastes better than?
Yeah.
See, but it comes back to that other stuff as well. I don't agree with the fact that they do the supplements and all the stuff that tastes or looks like meat. You either go vegan and then you don't have meat. Don't cheat and try to have stuff that
Why
tastes
not
like
though?
something.
Why not?
But because you admit to yourself that you actually really like meat. You
But what
just
if
wanna
you're
be
doing
the
it to be
moral
healthy?
police.
Yeah, but what if you're doing it
If
to be
it's
healthy?
that way, yes, then I have nothing against you. But most of those people, we all agree on this panel, every single one of them that I've ever encountered has always started the conversation, oh, I went vegan. You don't have to publicize it. Don't eat meat. I don't come at your house and knock at your door. I just had steak. What do you think?
But they want to force you.
I just had 5 pieces of chicken, yo.
But why do they do that? Because they want to force you to be vegan as well.
But Jorn, if that's the case, then you should just continue smoking, because what's vaping? It's an alternative way of smoking.
That's not the same thing.
I never. That's the thing. I'm not the person that goes to a smoker and says and slaps it out of his hand.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
But that's what they do. That's what they do.
Right.
Vegans
Because
feel
they do
the
that doesn't mean
need-
you become vegan. You're going to do that. That doesn't mean that you're going to do that too.
No. No, of course not. But I'm just saying most of the people that I've met that are vegans are that type of way. So what Jay said, I actually agree with. If you have to do it for medical
works.
reasons, mental works as well. Medical reasons, it's okay. But if you try to obscure the fact that you're doing it for moral reasons and that you're now
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be doing it for moral reasons. I don't give a shit about a fucking animal. Yeah, no, I would do it for health reasons. If you're saying that that's, the problem is I have so much shit in my house that's not that way. In order for me to switch that would be a very costly thing. And I'm sure that that's probably more costly to be a vegan than it is. Well,
It is.
Oh yeah,
it is, because think about how much vegetables you have to go buy.
Not only that, the supplements. If you really want to stay healthy, I have a couple in the family. The things they have to buy extra so they have the balances right.
Yeah.
It's way more expensive than just having a balanced diet to start off with.
Save the planet, eat a cabbage.
You guys like cabbage? I like cabbage.
I like pickled cabbage.
Not every day.
Cabbage is good. The only vegetables that I really don't like is okra.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah.
I love Brussels
I like
sprouts,
Brussels
man.
sprouts.
Oh,
Okra.
God.
Okra is nasty tasting.
I got a word for that. Okra and kale?
It kind of depends if we're on the stream now. No, yeah. I'm pretty sure if you say, well,
We've been good so far, right? No?
yeah, we've been doing really well.
Just saying, okra and kale is, I don't know, Bree's on this thing, bro. She has kale in buckets.
It takes up too much space. It's so big, and you have to eat so much.
And it's so gross. Like
It's like-
spinach is good.
That's
I'd get
it's
down
like a
some spinach.
dirtier spinach. It's like, do you want to bang the 10 or do you want to bang the 1?
Kind of makes sense.
I feel like kale has no taste. It's like bland. It's like,
Well, that's why you add the steak on top of it. And then you will...
Which at that point it defeats the whole purpose of it. It's like when people say, "Oh man, I eat broccoli and cheese." Well, now the broccoli. I mean, then still it's better than just cheese, but you are adding vegetables to it. So even if you have deep fried vegetables, you're still having vegetables, right?
Unless after the cheese you go, well, I'm full of the cheese, I'm gonna leave the broccoli. Then it was pointless from the get-go.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're having like deep fried vegetables, you could argue and say that that's bad. But if you had deep fried chicken, the deep fried chicken is going to be worse for you than deep fried vegetables. Just like vaping and smoking, you're doing one that's less harmful than the other. It's not that different. Obviously, you don't want anything deep fried, but deep fried is the best way to eat food. Change my mind. You're out of your tree. Deep fried is the only way to eat food.
No? if we're going vegan, we're going deep
I'm more
fried
of grilling.
vegetables. So
I like
Wait,
to grill
can you-
more than I did.
Can you deep fry with? Yeah, right. If they could have French fries, then they could have deep fried anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
sunflower
can have
oil.
French fries. Yeah, even olive oil. It doesn't matter.
think
Any oil,
I
you
don't
can
know
have
for
oil.
you guys,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't deep
over
fry
here-
in olive oil. Sunflower oil, yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
olive oil is not good if you heat it up above a certain temperature.
Well, that's
Yeah, it tastes
any
like-
oil.
You guys have the same rules over here. It's not allowed anymore, right, Matthew?
What?
Like, I know a couple of guys that own a frituur, and you can't use animal
Animal
fat
fat.
anymore to do it. Yeah, that's right.
And
I
it's
don't know
too
if
bad
the same
because
in the States.
Well, what do you
The dip-
use?
It's a plant-based fat.
Plants have
too
fat.
bad because your snack.
Yeah.
You have fatty plants? Man,
They steal it
that
from
aloe
the
vera?
plants.
Look at that cellulite on that motherfucker. Boy, that's a fat ass plant. Holy shit, that palm tree's gained some weight.
The sexy sprout.
It's too bad because your snacks really taste better if they're fried in animal fat.
Yes. Yep.
I think
But it's not
anything
allowed
fried in
anymore.
animal fat is good.
I think anything fried is good. What can you tell me that's deep fried that is not good? Deep fried fish? You know what I've never had is deep fried steak.
You've never had that? Oh, that's what chicken
What do you-
fried steak is.
No, that's not. No.
Yes,
that's
it
not-
is.
No.
Yes, it is.
no.
They do it like a chicken cutlet, and they throw it into the fucking
No.
oil, and they deep fry it.
No,
That's what it
not
is.
it. The chicken fried steak is not what I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about putting fucking flour on it, and
just
nah,
Same
bro, it's
thing.
not. It's not the same thing. That's not the same.
Jay's like, I'm gonna go buy a fryer right now, and I'm gonna go to the store,
I
get some
have
steak,
one.
and deep fry it.
I have one.
So
You
there
don't
you go. Now you got to get steak.
You also don't have deep fried spare ribs. Why?
Maybe nobody's ever tried it. Maybe they're just like,
Someone had to try it, bro. They tried frying a fucking candy bar. So someone tried. Someone tried to throw a spare rib in a deep fryer.
I mean, you get deep fried ice cream, right? So I mean, if they're
That's what I'm
crazy enough
saying.
to
If
do
you can
that-
have that, you can have
Actually,
a deep fried
wait.
spare rib.
Okay, have you ever had the ribs from a Chinese restaurant?
Yes.
Okay, those are deep fried.
Yeah, but you're using chicken fried steak. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where you like encase it in flour. That when you get a spare rib from a Chinese food place, that's in a wok.
No.
I'm talking about a
there's lot of them
basket,
that
bro.
take the same- Yes, the same basket that you get your egg roll from. They just threw in the fucking spare ribs.
No,
I've
they
seen it done.
don't. No, they don't.
Yes, I have seen it done. Yes.
That's
Yes.
not normal. That's not normal. That's not how you cook.
I've seen it.
That's
I've
New
never
York for you.
Ever eaten deep
That's
fried
fat.
spare ribs? Never.
Neither have I. They don't deep fry no fucking spare ribs, bro.
See, I think the problem is the place where you go to get your ribs, it's probably run by vegans. They have no idea what they're doing with the meat.
They want you to hate the food, so you turn vegan.
Possible. All this talk is making me super hungry now.
Me too. It's
Well, you know what I'm having for fucking lunch? Part of my palm tree. I'm gonna go outside and start gnawing. You're gonna be like, man, he's got a bad insect problem. No, listen, the house owner comes out every lunchtime and he chews on the palm tree. That's his lunch. I bet you my neighbor don't play no fucking music no more. I'm gonna go over there and start eating these trees. Yo, listen.
I'm not gonna risk it. Like, he seems a little unstable. He's been chewing
he's
tree for a couple of days.
He's gonna move on to the shed soon if he keeps that up. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I the only way that I would go vegan, man, is if I had no choice, and that, you know, that's all that you got. I think I'd go vegetarian before vegan. Vegan is like,
That's extreme. Maybe like work your way
No
up to
egg.
vegan. Like,
Yeah, no eggs anymore in anything. That's a hard sell. I mean,
that's hard.
what's the argument why they can't have an egg? You're not killing the chicken.
Because
Why-
it's part
why?
of
But
the
it's
chicken.
for abuse.
I
abuse of
understand,
an
but what
animal.
else is the chicken for then?
It's abuse of an animal.
No, I get it,
Yeah.
but then what else is a chicken for?
To live next to us in harmony, and we hug each other, and then we sing songs.
A chicken.
Kumbaya.
Yes. A filthy animal. Nobody says this out loud, but it's a really dirty animal.
Okay,
Which one's
that's
dirty?
still not
How-
what I'm
how you-
talking about. Okay, so sweet and sour pork, that's a good point, Kimmy. That's still not what I'm talking about. Sweet and sour pork, they do the same thing. They take pork and they put that breaded shit on it and they put it in deep fryer. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking a spare rib, put flour on it, and then throw it in a fucking basket in a deep fryer.
But what's the difference, though, Jay? Just the flour is the difference. You're still deep frying it. It's still in oil being cooked.
Do you think
No?
the meat will fall off the bones? Is that maybe the
Bro, if
reason?
you grill a
Because the other
chicken
ones is-
in oil on a pan, okay? Grill a chicken.
But
Are you
it's
grilling it or
submerged
frying
in
it?
oil. Right.
Okay,
No. But you're
But if there's no breading on the outside of it, it tastes different, right?
yes, that's just all
Okay.
a matter of
Right.
taste.
So why don't you have a spare rib that's breaded?
It's perfectly doable.
I don't-
know
Probably
why,
doesn't
you know.
No, yeah, there's pictures of people that do it, but I've never seen or tasted this before.
Nope.
Gonna have to try it.
Or like a deep fried steak with a fucking bone in it that's got flour all over it.
A T-bone.
But that's a chicken fried steak, isn't it?
No, bro. Go.
Isn't a chicken fried steak deep fried in oil?
Go look it up, please. Please. I'm in the middle of a build. Please just open it up on your shit. It's not the same fucking thing.
So, after this conversation, we all agree we don't start the vegan diet this weekend. We'll start it. next
Well,
week.
wait, after we have the deep fried chicken steak.
Yes. It has to be deep fried. It has to.
Chicken fried steak is done in a pan, number one. It's not deep frying. You'll never see anybody take steak and put it inside of a deep fryer.
I could have sworn that's what they do.
Nah, bro, it's in a pan, man. You never made. You clearly don't cook, do you?
No, I do, but I've never made chicken fried steak at home.
Okay, do you
I've
know
had it
the
at a
difference
restaurant.
between frying and deep frying?
Yes.
What is the
Yes.
difference?
One's shallow and one's submerged in oil.
Okay,
I know the
good.
difference.
So you know the definition of deep and normal. Good for you. So now that you know the differences between those two, have you ever seen somebody take a steak and put it inside of a French fry basket and then serve it to you with flour on it? No.
No.
You have not.
I can't honestly say I have.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Deep
assumed that's
fried
what I was
meat.
doing.
You no deep fried meat, just chicken. Why can't you get deep fried lobster? Maybe it destroys the lobster?
Well, deep fried lobster, I could see.
That's kind of making
It
my
would be the
mouth
same as
water a little
calamari.
bit.
Wouldn't it be the same?
Yeah, to see calamari's deep fried.
Yeah. It's also coated, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Would that see? Well, that would work, right?
Why does that not a thing?
Have
Why
it
can
with
you
a-
not get a deep fried steak anywhere? There has to be a reason. Maybe it takes too long to cook because it doesn't cook. It cooks faster on the outside than it does the inside, so it'd be too rare.
Destroys the taste, maybe?
Ew, you guys are disgusting. I think they're so gross.
What?
Love a good corn dog. Oh.
Never tried it. I have
Corn
no idea
dogs
what
are
it is. I've
just
seen
hot
it in a
dogs.
picture. I don't know.
It's circus food, bro.
Oh.
It's a pancake with the hot dog in it.
It's not pancake
That's what it
batter. You don't cook, do you? Like you
Yeah, I do.
You do.
What's in the corn batter? What's in the corn batter? It's basically just pancake. It's like a pancake batter.
And is
That's
it
what it
deep
is.
fried or fried?
You don't take corn.
Do me a favor.
take the corn
When have
meal.
you ever had a cornbread pancake, bro? Tell
Cornbread.
me.
That's what it is.
That's not pancakes.
It's a fluffier pancake.
No, it's not.
It's the same batter.
They're so different, bro.
I wouldn't say so different. There's slight differences.
One is made from corn, the other one's made from wheat, bro. They're two different fucking plants. What the fuck are we talking about? Lance just said it. Same shit.
I said it's like a pancake batter.
No, it's not. No, you said it's a pancake with a hot dog. No, it's not, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. You don't. No way. You are never cooking for me. Because I feel like if I told you make me pancakes, you would take like fucking milk and cheese and try to make a pancake out of that. This is not
grits. I'd be making grits instead.
First off, cornbread and is a corn dog. It's cornbread with a hot dog. Like that's right. It's not a pan dog, right? It's not a cake dog. It's a fucking cornbread with a hot dog. How's that a pancake?
Because it looks like you're putting it into a pancake dough. Like when you're putting it in and you're pulling it out to deep fry it.
Have you ever made cornbread before?
No, I've never made cornbread before.
Oh, there you go. Have you ever made a pancake before?
Yes, I've made pancakes before.
Have you made pancakes from scratch or do you use Bisquick?
Bisquick.
Okay, then you've never made a pancake. You've just mixed some shit.
But that's what making it home from scratch is too, right? You're still mixing everything together.
Yeah, but you're not using Bisquick.
For you, every batter and dough is the same thing.
That's it. All batters are the same. All doughs are the same.
Oh my God.
Make your life simple. Make your life simple and easy. All doughs the same.
Why are you the way that you are, Spain? Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
At least you can talk about it. Unlike Buck guy that just argues with everybody. it's whatever. Yeah, he said all batter is all batter. If you took, I'll tell you what. Let me make this clear. Middlesex County Fair. Me and Bree used to go. I think we filmed it the last year before we left to go to Florida. They take vegetables, right? They take broccoli, cauliflower, eggplant, mushrooms, and what's the one that looks like a cucumber?
Zucchini.
They take those 5 and they have pancake batter and they put it all in the pancake batter and then they deep fry it. Bro, it is the best deep fried vegetables I've ever had in my life. It's sweet like pancakes with vegetables in it. So good. So, I guess you could use pancake batter. I'd be interested to take pancake batter. It sounds so unhealthy. Take a chicken cutlet and then deep fry that to see what that tastes like. It's kind of making my mouth water, but then again, I'm hungry. So
I don't think it would be bad. I don't think it would be bad. I don't think so.
Pancake fried. But the problem. It would burn quicker than regular egg.
Look, Stan wrote it's amazing, so he's tried it before.
And that's why Stan is the way that he is. And that's why Stan looks the way that he does. Because he eats fucking pancake chickens.
I thought it was vegan.
Yeah. I don't think, can you get fat from being a vegan?
No, I feel like that's impossible.
Like, can you get obese if you eat nothing but plants? Is it possible?
Well, it's doable. I mean, sugar comes from a plant if you only eat that.
Wait, can vegans have sugar?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't have is milk, is dairy and meat.
But then you can't have any candy. You can't have any candy, period.
Yeah, because those have
like chocolates.
Yeah.
Chocolates.
No, they make vegan chocolates. They make vegan chocolates.
Out of what?
Cocoa and water? I don't know.
Is it possible to be an Is it possible to be an overweight or obese vegan? Of course it is. Just as it's possible to be a thin meat eater. But adult vegans are on average 10 to 20 pounds lighter than adult meat eaters.
That's it.
What was that last number? What was that? What
10
did
to
you say?
20 pounds lighter than adult meat eaters, on average.
So they're healthier.
Does making you 10, 20 pounds lighter make you healthier than somebody?
I don't know. If you told your doctor you lost 10 pounds, you think he'd be upset with you?
If you do it in a week, you
Depends
would
on the
ask
start
some
weight.
questions.
I'd be interested to see the study of what is the health of someone with vegan versus meat eaters. Like what's the... I'm not going vegan because I love meat entirely too much. The only way I'm going is if they tell me you have to stop eating. And that can't be one doctor. That's got to be like a team. You know, it's got to be like a board of doctors that don't know each other. Like doctor from Spain tells me that, a doctor from Portugal, a doctor from Venezuela. I don't know why all my doctors are Latin. But a doctor from Ecuador, also Latino, and then a doctor from Canada. I'm just going to throw a northern guy in
I
there.
think it's because subconsciously you want to hear bad news with an accent. It sounds more fun that way.
It sounds more exquisite. Like, you could tell me,
Yeah.
you have the cancer. Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It's, is there a bill for the cancer? He's French, by the way. That's my French doctor.
He's smoking, by the way. While giving you the
You smoke these cigarettes. See, that's the thing too. Is you look at Europeans, you guys are genuinely unhealthier than what we are. You guys drink wine all the fucking time. You smoke cigarettes.
How is that unhealthier? They're living the life.
What?
They live longer than we do.
Who?
The Europeans live longer than we do.
Asians live longer than we do, not Europeans.
Really?
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, look
I
it
always
up.
thought Europeans
guys
lived
are-
longer than Americans.
Well, that kind of depends because it's Europe. Yeah,
No,
it's
America.
divided.
It's America.
Yeah, it's definitely America. But if you go then into the countries, like I would say Greece, their diet.
Hold on,
they
that's
tend to-
but that's over a span of 150 years. Yeah, so that's but life expectancy the longest is Asian people, 83.5 years.
Oh yeah.
That's in
It's
the
all that
past
rice.
10 years. Rice.
It's all that right.
Really,
Bro, what the fuck are we talking about? There's benefits of rice now. Well, you know why? Because they're using cornbread to make pancakes. That's it. That's
it.
Yeah, probably-
You said Asians live longer, right? And what's the main thing that Asians eat?
I say
Rice.
fish. Fish.
Yep.
Sushi.
It's encased
Fish.
in rice.
What is the sushi?
Yes.
That's just for decorative reasons. Like, that's just to sprinkle it with love, you know? It's not like, yeah, everybody here has ate fucking sushi. Yeah, you don't get full off of it. They don't put enough of rice. You need to put a whole quart of rice on sushi within 20 minutes. Look, you know everybody here can eat 3 sushi rolls. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Right, okay. Why? Because there's not enough of rice. It's decorative. It's like sprinkles on an ice cream. Does it add a little bit of flavor? Maybe.
so it's
But by
like
the time you
appetizer.
taste the sprinkle, the ice cream's gone. It's the same thing.
So
By the
more-
time you taste the rice, the sushi's gone.
So it's more of an appetizer
Or
than a
to
meal.
keep it together.
It's more like a leftover, so you know that you had sushi because there's always a straggler still on the plate that just didn't make it on the roll. You know, like, that's what I had. There's fucking rice on
I
my
know.
plate.
On every sushi platter, there's fish without rice around it.
Wait, what?
What? Said it again?
With every sushi platter you order here, there is pieces of fish that have no rice around them.
That's sashimi.
Sashimi. Yeah.
That's interesting. I would just call that a fish meal. But then that's the Latinos too. They be having rice with everything. Rice with steak, rice with beans, rice with chicken, rice with lollipops. Like you just have rice everywhere. Rice is on everything. Rice, wine, rice.
I always thought that it was to keep it together, especially if you do like the layer ones.
Like a binding
The
agent?
rice is- yeah.
Yeah.
Since they don't use pancake batter, they use rice.
Don't you Latinos use a lot of corn products as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
yeah,
they
that's
have
how they
that's
make the
really
corn
fucking
tortillas.
weird, bro? Yo, they take corn on the cob. This is the most disgusting shit I've ever heard and tasted. So my ex-wife was from Arizona, a lot of Mexicans, and they take corn. It's called Mexican street corn. And they put
I love
Parmesan cheese on it. Okay. They put corn on it. Okay. They put mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, that's elote. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I was trying to be respectful. Do you like? I love it.
No.
Would you like a second one? Nope.
No.
Good.
One will be enough. I'll take 5 more shish kebabs though. Oh, no more corn. No. I'm allergic to the cellulose that's around the meat and the corn. That's why I've only taken 1 bite. I wanted to taste it. I realized how good it was, and I didn't want to overindulge. So you could have the rest of the corn. It is, and when I tell you they put mayonnaise on it, bro, I'm not talking about like a dollop. I'm talking about like they dip the fucking corn in the mayonnaise.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And then chase it down with a beer.
Oh God, it's so gross and it's so wet. Yeah, isn't that the worst when you get a sandwich and it's soggy?
Soggy.
Oh,
It just ruins it
that's where you need that vegan bread because it absorbs so much water. It's like a sponge.
because it's dry. Yeah. I agree.
I'll have one sandwich. That's all my throat can take. I am hungry, but if I chew another
Sandwich
bite,
like this.
yeah, I can't do soggy bread. I can't do it.
No.
Okay. Well, that was a good stream. Yo, we're going to end it on a good note. 3 hours. Holy shit. Okay. Did we have a good time?
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
You guys be good. Stay beautiful.